Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us and happy Saturday. We're so glad you're with us. This is a very exciting day here at TVON because we've got one of our biggest specials of all time. I can honestly say we have not had anything quite like this in a little bit, and it's a really important way to get a value on something that is the finest of fine jewelry. Obviously, that is what we specialize in here. Nothing but the best, but I will say what we have today is a yellow diamond band. Been giving you a few sneak peeks over the last couple of evenings here. Today is the day it debuts. We're about an hour away from that debut. It is a yellow diamond band, but it's bigger than what we've seen in the past. It's going to be over well over a carat in diamonds, so it's going to be an exciting way to do a 5-stone style that we traditionally see in white diamonds. We're going to upgrade you to the yellows, and of course there is nothing more rare right now than fancy colored diamonds, so we do have that on the way. Also in diamonds, I've got one of our really best in white diamonds as well. Although this is a cross pendant, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is some of the biggest diamonds. Actually, they are over 1/3 of a carat. So just when you think, well, we got some big yellow diamonds on the way, we've got a very important way to get you a white diamond cross pendant. It is magnificent. It really is 2 carats 05 total weight among 6 stones only. So they are very impressive, I must say. Then we have, okay, so there is some brand new. We've got some gorgeous designer pieces. I even brought out a certified fancy diamond. It is a bright orange. They call it a vivid orange, and boy, is it ever. It's really neon. So we have a really great discount. And of course, if you haven't heard, we're doing our sizzling summer savings sale. So it's a big event where 10% extra off everything. So it just makes the shopping this summer even better, even finer, and a lot more affordable. So we're really excited you're with us. There is a very large Tanzanite. This one's huge. This is an 11 karat 30. Look at that. It's like, it's kind of like a signet ring, but bigger. And yet you're going to get a Tanzanite over 11 carats and diamonds that kind of keep it casual for being a bigger stone. It's going to have a lot of great appeal to it. Lots of gold there as well. And then we've got, okay, designer style pendants, some new diamond pieces that are very designer and platinum. A Boulder opal is here. I know we love those for all year round because what is that not going to go with? Boulder opals go with everything. So we've got a very special day ahead, and please get requests in too. Whatever you'd like to see, we're here to help. We're happy to help, and we can definitely find something. This inventory is still tremendous. So anything that you're looking for, we very well may have that piece. Bring it on out, put it on sale, get you a discount, and save you a bunch. So 10% off. I discount first. You discount as well when you say the piece is yours. Oh, and also something affordable in Mandarins. I know we have not seen too many times where we can make Mandarin garnets affordable. I have them for you today. So lots to get to. Oh, there's a brand new trillion savverite. For my trillion girls, you know we are a strong coalition of gals who love our trillion cuts. So we do have that as well. So we're actually going to get started with a stone that is not something I remember ever seeing here. Okay. Now, it's not a stone that's rare either. It's a stone that's pretty well known, but it's never here. So I'm really excited to bring it to you, not to mention it might be a great doppelganger for something that is usually more expensive. Let's take a look at this one. It's a beautiful stone. And what do you think that is? 1128744. Kind of giving you some hints here, so you may not be guessing the traditional way to go about it. And again, yellow diamond special. So if you are new to the show, haven't registered yet, now I know most of you are, most of you have been shopping here a while, but if you are brand new, we might just have the perfect way to start your TVON collection today. So please get registered so you don't miss out, because we are limited. This is going to be a limited edition diamond piece that we have coming up at the top of the hour. So it is very limited. So maybe not have enough to go around for everybody, especially with the stackable capabilities it has. Now this, it looks like, I mean, if you were to ask me, just based on a site ID, it looks like a gorgeous Sierra Santa Maria aquamarine. We've seen gorgeous Sierra Santa Maria aquamarines. Well, 8744 is not. Now, if that were a 4 karat 46 aquamarine in a trillion cut, it would be, oh, probably around $6,500, maybe $7,000, right here on this show every single day. Well, we've got a very important value coming your way because it's not aqua. Yeah, of course we see aquas. This is something I can't recall having here in my 9 years. 15 points in diamond swooping around one side over a split shank of platinum. That is a fancy cut. Sky blue topaz. Yeah, we see the traditional topaz every now and then, some of the London blues or the Swiss blue varieties, but this is the sky blue. So very impressive, really gorgeous. Look at that. And if I give you a better face-up look at that color. So it really is, because again, if you wanted a big aqua, let me tell you, nobody's going to tell your secret. I think you could pass that along as a gorgeous aquamarine, and yet you're getting a beautiful color, and it's very saturated. I would say for sky blue, which is traditionally a very light pale color, it's awfully nice to see that great saturation to it. So we have one. I'm going to try it on for you, and boy, it's heavy. It's got a lot of platinum weight to it. Of course, platinum is a very dense metal, so we expect it to be heavier than, let's say, gold, or be on par with like a lot of 18 karat gold. Well, this is one that you are going to absolutely love, and you're going to love the feel. I know lately, if you've been shopping out and about elsewhere besides TVON, you've noticed there's a lot of lightning of the gold, and I don't mean lightning like in the sky, like a flash of brilliance for a moment. I'm talking about lightening it up, right? Really, really trying to do every trick in the trade to try and create less metal, because metals are so expensive. Well, we are doing the opposite here. So great density, great feel. If you love weightier jewelry, and how about that trillion? We will see a trillion savverite, as I mentioned, later. So quite the day for our trillion cut lovers, and yet this will be very nice. We've got a better price than even $32.99. Hey, Kathy in New York, stay cool out there. I know it's really hot, she told me. She told me it's well into the 90s there, so wow. And probably a little bit humid, I'm guessing, as well. So stay cool out there. I hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday as we get ready for a very important weekend ahead, and a big deal today. So that's going to be on its way. But right now, it's all about this sky blue topaz. It's going to be better than 32, better than 3,000, better than even, well, I would expect to see maybe $29.99 on a good day. Well, it gets better. And remember, we only have one of pretty much everything we're going to see today. So I would recommend dialing in always early. It is always the best to put yourself right at the front of the line. That way it gives you the opportunity to own pieces before everybody else does. And so we're going to take this on down. Major, major moment of value here. And no, it is not going to be, oh, I love this. It's not even going to be $2,000. We are truly blowing it out here. And one only, you know how we roll. So get on those lines. Make sure you get in very quickly. We'll make this, you know what, skip it, $9.99. That's it, $9.99. I got values all day long on this Saturday. It really is going to be an amazing, very, very busy 3 hours. I can tell you right now, I'm glad we have already some operators here, right there. I know, look, they're already here. I know, 7 minutes in the show, they're already here. It's great. We're good. We've got a lot of great values and a lot of one-of-a-kinds, but that yellow diamond deal is going to be something that everybody's going to get excited about. So very much looking forward to that. New yellow diamond is here too. I've got a bigger one as far as a 90-pointer. We will bring the trillion cut out as well. Looking forward to that trillion savverite. So quite a few beautiful options for you today. But again, if you have any requests, and you know what, I know a lot of people sometimes with this quick turnaround time between Friday and Saturday, I know some of you catch up with the Friday night show maybe before we get going on Saturday. So if there is anything you want to ask about from Friday night, please let me know. We've got everything that is available from Friday night out here, so we can bring it out real quick for you, show you what we have remaining, and get you a great value. So that's going to be $9.99. It's really $8.99 because your 10% off gets you about $100 of extra savings. I will show you a star ruby today in a pendant. Full-on necklace. We've got that coming your way. I mean, it's just an exciting day. Aquas are here. And actually, let me show you to prove the point about how that sky blue looks like Sierra Santa Maria. Well, let me go ahead and show you what some Sierra Santa Marias look like together. Actually, this is going to be a drop style pendant with chain. So let me just get this one up here, and I'll drape it in front for a moment so you can see. See that? That looks like a match to me. So we have got the sky blue topaz for $8.99. This is the gorgeous Sierra Santa Maria. I'm starting with blues, which is interesting because, well, the last couple of days we've been joking about the fact the last couple of evenings we've had, at the end of the day, it's mostly our blue stones that are remaining. So I hope you're in a blue mood today, not feeling the blues or singing the blues, but just feeling the blues, where we have these gorgeous aquamarines from Sierra Santa Maria paired up, matched up together. There are 3 of them all sitting in this great linear line, draping down the neckline. It's item number 8003. That is our 18 karat gold. You're going to get the chain. You're going to get the pendant. It's all together a wow piece here, not to mention segments of diamonds. So it's trios of 3. Yes, you've got 3 sections of 3 diamonds. So there's that number. And then of course the aquamarines, which are so fabulous. Well, 3 of those too. and one great value. So if there's anything, again, you need an aqua, well, this is usually where we see rings. Nice to have something to match up in a longer style. This is very, very pretty. And the way it drapes down the neckline, I will show you next. But this has a 36-point diamond weight plus a carat 30. It is all 18 karat gold, including the chain, which is going to be a lovely, lovely way to go about it because it is an adjustable box link chain. That makes it really fresh and fabulous also because you've got a little more of that silky chain. I think it really works with the long styling you're getting here as well. It does have a little closure that's going to be your spring ring. Let me show this to you from a distance away. And you can see here, it really, they sectioned it up really nicely so that you've got baskets underneath that are well supporting the stone, so you don't have any worries about it flipping, tossing, or turning when it's on the neckline. And then I do want to give you another reminder, of the 2-inch length. So excuse me, guys, it always takes a minute for the voice to get going, this quick turnaround. So bear with me for about 20 minutes and then it'll be back to normal. But here we go with 2 inches in length. There you can see top to bottom, hidden bail as well. And then here's what it looks like on the neckline. So you can get an idea of what that's going to look like draped. Now that's why I think it's so vital to have an adjustable chain like this because it can go high or low. So remember when you've got, I know when a lot of people aren't going to wear a 16-inch necklace necessarily. I've heard that through the years. However, with a piece that's going to extend 2 more inches down the length of your chain, you might want to wear that a little higher than you normally do. So that's why I like to point out that's an adjustable chain where you can wear it higher or lower. So whatever suits you, then you can take it off this pendant. I always like to note sometimes pieces are attached and they're fully fixed and you can't adjust it or change it out. This one, not that case. You can take that chain off the pendant itself and then you can just go ahead and put it on other pieces also. So if you need a beautiful silky smooth 18 karat gold box link chain, well, you've got it here for free. So let's take a look at it up close here and then we are going to send it on out. Great value coming your way. Actually, you could even, there are bails throughout the piece. So what I also want to mention is if you wanted to wear it east to west like you see here, you can do that because there are bails through every section of the diamond. So you could actually put a chain through it if you wanted to kind of create a different look. So you've got options. We love options in jewelry. Usually jewelry is invest in one and that's the only way to wear it. Here's a nice way to get a little bit more opportunity for you. And it's going to be only $12.99 with 3 of those gorgeous Sierra Santa Marias in the aquas. And don't forget, we'll have a lot of great pendants today from the, I'm going to bring you some opal. I've got our gorgeous designer diamond piece. I've got our cross pendant, which I'll give you a little look at. If you don't have this yet, oh my goodness, it's the ultimate way to do a cross pendant. And you can see right there, that is stunning. And this one, I wish we had a white gold. I guess we don't. I love this in white gold, but again, you've got the big white diamonds there in that cross. So that's going to be where you get the over 1/3 of a carat in that pendant. So we will see that a little bit later and love that that's on discount because big diamonds don't go on discount very often. So again, chain pendant, the whole thing, $12.99 turns into $11.69 at checkout instead. So you got some big value. We've got a huge Mandarin. I did bring out some museum pieces. That tends to be tempting when we do have a sale event like this one going on where it's 10% off. So the more you spend, the more you save. And so it's a great idea to think about those pieces on the wish list that maybe have been a bit out of reach. Today's the day to get them and make them yours. All right, let's take a look at another pendant. This is going to be a new one. It's actually a star ruby. Now, sometimes the star rubies tend to be more on that purple star where they're more of a sapphire. Well, look at this. This is a true, honest to goodness, gorgeous ruby. It is amazing. And that'll be 112-8887. It's a star ruby from where else? And you know we love our Burmese. But this is also very cool because it's got the fabulous marquise cuts making this almost floral leaf-like design at the top, and then you have 54 points in diamonds around your carat 30. So it's item number 8887, new today, new right now, gorgeous star, platinum piece, carat 30 on that center, and then you've got the 54 points, and that's still the halo. I'm going to come in a little closer here. Just so you can see, there are 2 stars, of course, right now, 2 lights on it. So there will be typically and traditionally 1 star, but I just wanted you to see those gorgeous diamonds. And this is going to, well, maybe not. Maybe it's going to sit somewhat on its own, and you can see how that's going to look. Of course, there's a hinge between your bail and between the halo. So you've got a little hinge there. It's a cool chain. This is kind of like a variation of a Singapore, if you will, where it's like a beautiful length that's elongated, but it's a little bit twisted as well. So it gives you a unique style there in the chain. So, you know, it's always good to have a chain wardrobe, different styles. I always find that different styles look better with certain pendants. So whether it's, you know, smooth of a box link, or maybe you're going with a snake link chain, also gives you more of a smoothness to it, or a little more texture, which just kind of picks up the light beautifully here when you've got pieces like this with any of those link styles that have that diamond cutting to them. So very proud of this one. Of course, unheated, they always are. We had that little discussion here last night about, someone asked, well, but yeah, is that starstone, is that one going to be heated or unheated? They're always unheated. Otherwise, if they were heated, they would not have the ability to give you that asterism. So it is an unheated ruby. It's got a lot of clarity to it. That would be a gorgeous, rare, and exotic stone. We saw some carat 20s last night in rings that were very clean. They were all about, what, $3,000. Well, this is not. And this is giving you that clarity and glow plus the asterism, which makes it a phenomenal gem. And yet we're going to take it down from $3,000 because $29.99 is fair enough, but you're expecting bigger values. When you see a banner that says Sizzling Summer Savings Sale, you expect bigger discounts on everything. Not just a few pieces, not just the older pieces, brand new like this one is, where you've still got that opportunity to save a bundle and get something really unique and different. And it's not going to be even $29 or $19 or $1,500. Please dial in early. This is about as rare as it gets. I'm going to show it to you on the hand here. We'll get you a quick measurement, show it on. 18-inch chain. This one's going to be just 18 inches, no adjustability, just an 18-inch there. With this particular chain, here's what it looks like from a measurement standpoint, about 3/4 of an inch there, top to bottom. Wow, you can really see that star glowing its way through. And then here's what it looks like, of course, on, to give you just another perspective on the size there for you. So that'll be, oh gosh, that's a beauty, isn't it? And you can really see as the light gets lower, because where I'm standing, it's certainly a much lower light than where it sits up close. You can really see that star shining through. That's why I love it in a white metal. Remember, it is platinum, not gold. So just a little heads up there. It is that platinum piece, and let's go ahead and take it back up close for you. Make it really, really affordable, and yet not even, I know, $15.99 seems pretty affordable to me. But we're asking for a bigger, better sale price on this Saturday on everything I bring to you. Well, here we go. It's not going to be $15, $14. Let's make it $13.99. Then you get that extra 10%. It's about $140 worth of savings, so $12.59 instead. If you'd like to own that fabulous star ruby and in that big size, I mean, what would this be? We talked about it. We had a great clearance blowout just last night. I mean, we're talking about a few hours ago when I brought you a clearance blowout on some rubies in rings, and a couple of those are still here if you want to ask about them. But how lovely to see a starstone so much more rare, and $12.59 at checkout only. So please get on the phone lines if you'd like that one. And then we've got new diamond pieces, that yellow diamond. I know it's tempting to wait and just say, well, if there's a big special, I'll just save up my dollars for that. Well, that's a great idea, but there are some big values leading up to that as well. Diaspore is here. Love this cushion cut. Wait to see this Diaspore. Had a lot of requests for Diaspore, color changing phenomenon stone. Show that too. And then we've got the new diamond piece that's got some bigger white diamonds to it, all set up in such a way where it's got a lot of flair to it, a lot of something different. And then we have Tanzanites, bigger ones today. Boy, did we bring out the big ones. 24 carats in earrings, 24 carats in a pendant. So just in my one left hand, I have 50 carats of Tanzanite, and then we have that 11 carat 30 in the ring. So yeah, a lot to get to in Tanzanites, bigger stones here. All right, let's show you this Diaspore. It is 112-7702. Here is one of my favorites. It just has that gleam and glow where you're already seeing magic of multiple colors together. That's a real indicator that you've got a top quality color changing stone here in 7702. It's also a 202, and it's going to be 27 points in the link style. This is our great curb link design in diamonds that you have on the side. So yellow gold is how it stays. We have just this one. Diaspores are always they're pretty individual, and I mean they all, depending on, even if I had two that were the same cut and the same carat weight, we would not be selling them as a multiple because they all have their unique style to them. They're all going to give you certain different characteristics in different colors based on how much color change it has, how saturated the stone is, so on and so forth. So here we are with a beautiful classic. It also is going to be that curb link. We love this, a newer design for us that I'm really intrigued about bringing to you because it's a variation of my links collection, but with a gemstone, not just diamonds, so that you can have a little bit of everything here. Really beautiful beautiful looks together. So here's what we've got. Amazing stones. You see how there's like flecks of pinks and purples already, yellows and goldens and greens as well. Love to see that. That's going to be our 202, 27 points. Let me try it on for you. There is only one, so dial in early. Want to make sure you get your favorite here no matter what. Look at the sparkle. It's almost like looking at a diamond. I know we have chameleon diamonds every now and then, and look at how that to me reminds me so much of a chameleon. The way it's got greens, champagne, some golden hues, and then of course you would see the pinks and the purples coming through also. So that's exciting, and here we go. Big value, 27 points. Let's blow it out, $9.99. Then you get it for $8.99 at checkout. So a bigger value, a bigger discount, and again, just stays in the yellow, but notice how you don't see much of the gold. It really is about the stone and the diamonds, and that's it. It's really about that beautiful idea. So $8.99 only. Please grab that if you love it. It's a beautiful stone, and they're collectible. They are really rare. We don't price them at their rarity level. And what I mean by that is we take a lot of stones and do that, but this one in particular has got a lot of popularity through the world right now. Very tough to find, and yet very expensive when you do find it, as is typical when you get rare and exotic stones. So we've got that one going out for $8.99. Let's see who is getting it though. Want to make sure we get you a great value on everything that we show you. That's really the key here, making sure that we've got your requests welcome as well. I know Jason's already taken a couple requests here, so we'll work on bringing those out for you. And everything else. Remember, last night, this week, this actually is an event that kicked off on Wednesday. So we've had a lot of great pieces, and if you're playing catch up, well, you can always call us and ask if their piece that you're thinking about is still here. It very well may be. So we're happy to help you out that way. All right, so $9.99 turns into $8.99. What a beautiful way to get a Diaspore. That's just fantastic. All right, we do have a diamond ring that's new. It's going to be 1128840. Let me know if you'd like that one. And hey, Kathy, thank you so much. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Renee. Thank you very much. Hi, Tracy. Good morning to you. Okay, so here we go with 8840 platinum. New. 81 points just is the breakdown of this big centerpiece. Look at that, 4 20-point diamonds, because 81, so basically one is probably 21 points, the other is 20, 20, 20, and you've got an 81 point just among the rounds. That's the big rounds in the middle. The side rounds, which I love that. I didn't even notice that at first when I looked at it from a distance, but the cutout, it just looked like some open work from a distance. It's actually going to be that heart-shaped cutout. So 2 hearts coming together, meeting up in the middle with the diamonds in the center. I love that look. So that's 22 points as well. So you've got a full carat 03 overall in this new designer ring. That is really cool, isn't it? So carat 03, love the way you've got that bigger diamond weight. It's also in platinum. So once again, you can expect a nice heavier weight to this one as well. Very, very impressive. And it's going to be, and Jason, you're working on requests, right? We've got a few of those coming in already. Very good to see. And we're only about 40 minutes away. I hope it's not too early for everybody, but 40 minutes away from the yellow diamond. Want to do it on the earlier side just because we are so limited with what we have on that yellow diamond special. But isn't that intriguing? See how from a distance, I'm not a heart person per se, but I don't mind this at all because it's really, you have to be pretty up close to actually see that that's a heart detail. It just from a distance more looks like a band with some cutouts and some negative space in the center. And then you've got these really massive diamonds in the middle that are just, look at that, they're outstanding, aren't they? It just ends up looking like one fancy cut diamond, which we've seen on occasion, a rhombus cut or a diamond shape. You see those 6-sided stones sometimes. That's what this ends up looking like because those 4 stones are put together so beautifully with really no gapping in between. And here's what we've got for you. 1 and 1 alone. So please dial in early. Obviously, this is a new piece, so we tend to love our brand new. It's what a lot of us are looking for because we join in the shows, we see what we love, we pick them up when they're here, and then we're always looking for something new and fresh. Well, here it is. And yet, $39.99, well, when you got big 20-point plusers in the middle, that's exactly what it should be on a wonderful sale day. We're going to do a little bit better than wonderful sale day. We've got all the discounts, everything you've ever wanted in jewelry is here, even some, again, fantastic brand news that you maybe never thought you'd own because like yellow diamonds are really pricey out there when they're natural. We've got them for you today at a better value. So here we are. One caller takes it, not $39.29 or $19.99 either. You get a mega value. This is the one to own, and we'll take it down to $14.99. And that way, carat 03, but really, again, that would normally have 100 stones or so. This is only those 4 big ones in the middle making up most of that diamond weight. So really important style there. $1,349 at checkout instead with that extra savings just as our treat for you to enjoy a little extra summer savings, you know, something we really, really enjoy doing at this midpoint of the year. After all, can you believe it? Halfway through and then some. So really making sure that we do our own like semi-annual clearance here, move in any of the pieces that we have currently in the inventory that are ready to go, and get you a great value while we do it. So that's why you pick out pieces from that wish list as well. Let me just pop in a look at that yellow, rather orange diamond. I mentioned this, so it's honestly unlike anything we've had. Even though I've had orange diamonds here, we have not had one like that. See, that's why this is a vivid orange. And actually, you don't have to take my description. It's actually the GIA and their gemologist that certified this as a vivid orange natural diamond. And they have a clarity grading, and they have the word fancy on the cert, because not all colors of diamonds are considered fancy diamonds. So that's important as well. So what a piece that is. That's going to be 112-1916. It's been here a long time in the vault, and we're ready to move it out today. So that's very exciting. Look at that. Pink diamonds as well. So a little extra, you know, we didn't just stop at the vivid orange in the middle, and that's what makes it so unique, is that that doesn't even look like a traditional orange, because it's like taking the orange and the neon. And of course, vivid is how, that's a descriptor in diamonds that really, when you see that word vivid attached to any color of diamond, whether it be yellows or any other, that is an extremely important word. That's a grading, if you will, of color that really does amp up the rarity of that stone. So this is our 40-point pair. It has 24 points of additional pink diamonds. That would be the inside halo and the outer halo. White diamond weight at 50 points. So you've got quite a bit going on here. And of course, here is your GIA cert. It's been done and it's free to you. So that's the beauty of it. It's already done. Here's everything you need to know about your diamond. There's your grading report, Pear Brilliant. This is the measurement, 3.6 by 5.6, I believe that says. 40 points, fancy, vivid, orange, yellow. Well, that's the impressive part. So a couple things here, as we talked about. Fancy, not always established or not always assigned to every color of diamond, even if it is natural. Then you have that word vivid. Well, you see that, but it's nice to have that actual description, because you know how strict the GIA is about how they describe. And then you've got an SI2, which again, may be more important when you're looking at a white diamond that's going to be larger. When you have a 40-point diamond, you're really not going to see much. Even if it was highly included, you're not seeing much because it's not all that huge. So it's really less about the clarity and more about the color. That's what really takes up the rarity level. And it's still going to be eye clean. There's your diagram of any characteristics they found, front and back on the stone. And then of course your standard, this is the colored diamond scale, and of course the clarity scale that you can refer back. It's like your key to then figuring out, okay, where all this is. Okay, so no fluorescence, that's a good thing. And also you've got the big stone. And then we of course set it in a beautiful mounting, so that you're not just getting, oh yeah, a really rare stone, that'd be great in a, you know, loose in a box, but you're getting this amazing color with it. So that's what's so impressive. And the cert documenting everything you need to know about your stone. It makes appraisals a breeze and everything else. So let's get to it. We've got a great value here, pink and white diamonds together. It's not going to be $8,999, which is our former sale price. We get to take it all that much lower for you. Really making sure that pieces move on this Saturday. We're doing a little speedy sizzly summer savings as well, because it's got to all go, and it's got to all be your last time on the air. As I mentioned last night, we're doing a lot of melting as well. Pieces are getting one last shot. We're getting a lot of brand new coming in every day, so we want to make sure that we're also clearing out as much jewelry as we can while we give you those values. So again, it's not just about, hey, here's the deal, here's a great discount. It's about the fact that we're also moving jewelry at the speed of light, just so we can also make room for new. And also by melting down the jewelry, it really is true that we get to give you a better value going forward with our new pieces as well when we do that, because instead of buying metals at today's market value, it's basically kind of like, if you will, upcycling, and that way it allows us to give values going forward even when it's brand new and created more recently. So it's a great deal. So that's what we love to see, and we're going to make this better than $8,999. Come on in. We are halfway through hour one already. We are looking for your requests. I know we're working on those, some that have already come in. We're excited to get those to you, but this is not going to be even $4,500, or rather it's not going to be even $79.99. We're going to do something crazy here, and what we'll do is make this really our best value that we have had. We're going to do $59.99 plus your extra. It's $600 off. That's a great thing. So if you're collecting the world of diamonds, because we have the pinks and we have the, really the yellows and the pinks are what we see the most of. Some fawns, they're more or less done. The chameleons, I would say we see a lot more chameleons than we do oranges. So to get this one here for another $600 off, that makes it very, very exciting. So a huge discount, $600 off, $59.99. That's going to make your value so much better, to the tune of $53.99. So a huge opportunity there. We've got a new Boulder opal coming up. Designer necklaces on the way. This one, I have been waiting for this one to get a discount, because this is one I have been crazy about since the first time I saw it. I've shown it probably 3 times. That's a bit of a miracle that it's lasted this long. But we're going to show you one of our best chains that is really a standalone wearable chain on its own. So we'll do that, and then we've got, again, keep those requests coming. We're working on a lot of those, so we can get those in for you. And then this is just something I wanted to wear it, but I knew that I would be only wearing it for a couple seconds, because it is one that's going to be gone in a hurry. This is so, so, so heavy and designer and chic. It's one of those bold styles, but doesn't need to be like overly dressy. I could see you putting it on with, you know, a white collared button down and rocking the pencil skirt, or just jeans and a t-shirt with that over, like a crew neck white tee. I mean, it really is what makes the outfit. It's item number 4715. It's 18 karat solid, but here's what I want you to also notice. It's not just about the big designer pendant. It's about this heavy Rolo link chain that you're getting. That chain, I am kidding you not, I love gold. I love when you see me out and about in real life and not on TV, I'm always just dripping in gold. I love gold. I love layering different chains. I love wearing a lot of different rings. And I wear diamonds and gold primarily more than I wear color. Well, this is a chain you could wear all on its own or with the pendant, because the chain is not just, you know, most chains just look like a chain that was an addendum to a pendant. This really is that standalone piece that you can wear on its own, and it looks like it's meant to be worn that way. Then you have this great door knocker style to this solid 18 karat mirror finished gold, and then you've got in the middle, it's a teardrop of pave diamonds. It's quite large, 1.5 inches is the length, and I love this piece. It really just, when you're talking about, I don't know if anyone else is into fashion. I've been paying, chances are you are, if you like fine jewelry, chances are you don't mind looking at some gorgeous fashion as well, because they are really kind of inextricably linked. But Paris Fashion Week just wrapping up. I have been just loving all the, you know, seeing the sights and the scenes and just daydreaming about being there one day. You know, just taking a week and being out in Paris and looking at all that incredible runway fashion and all that. But here is your, actually, I would say it's a tad bit, maybe just a tad bit over 1.5 inches. Either way, it's got a really Parisian look, I would say. It really does. It looks very, very high end. You can see how bold that is when it's on the neckline. And so chain is 18 inches. That, again, you can wear on its own. If you do, it's going to sit right about there. So you've got a great look, and yet it is going to be one of our better values, because we had it for $39. I was sure it was going to go when it debuted. Then it kind of hung around with us. We got it down from $39 to $29. Now we get to take the ultimate value, and I just cannot say enough about this, the way that looks. And yet bold but cash. Doesn't need to be overly dressed up. 40 points is your diamond weight. Again, that's an independently moving piece nested within that designer style. And seriously, when you feel it, you're going to be amazed at the price, even at $29.99. I do want to show it up close. Realize it's going to move a little bit, because obviously I mentioned that independently style that you have, but I do want you to see some of the mirror finish details that you have. I'll zoom back a bit so you can see the whole thing. Then, of course, the pave in that pear shape, that little teardrop that you have there. We're going to do better than even $29.99, and that's where, again, I'll get that to sit up for you. And again, sitting a little bit lower because it moves and swings, and yet it's not even $19.99. 18 karat, that's the chain and the pendant. Call me early. Only this one. I'm really doing a number on these discounts to try and move as much jewelry. That has been the mission statement assigned to me, is move everything. Move every last piece. We're not keeping, we're not saving, we're not showing things again. It's just, let's move it all and let's clear it out. Let's make this $14.99. I'm taking another $500 off. You get to take another $150 off, and it's just got to stay in the yellow gold as it is. And look at that beautiful Rolo link. So that's what I'm talking about. Substantial chain, looks great from a distance or up close. You see all those bright white diamonds. They're large as well, just so you can see how powerful those are. All pave, and it's $13.49. And do let me know on that orange diamond. We've got, again, a request here for, is it, oh gosh, is it Taryn? I hope it's Taryn. I hope I'm saying that correctly. We've got the ring from last night. Good. We've got a diamond ring that we have one left of. So we will show you that from last evening, the pear-shaped diamond ring. So here it comes. We've got a request on the way. This cannot be here for $13.49. And this is how it's finished. And so you can see there's going to be your hallmarks behind the bail. Chain comes with it as well. You can see the side profile. And one more time here on the hand so you can see that size and scale. It is a large piece of jewelry, no doubt. And look how shiny that gold is. Lots of mirror finishing to that gold, and then your chain coming along with it. So what a great way to have a Saturday. A beautiful designer piece. You're going to wear this. That is timeless and really, really very, very high end. Certain pieces just look expensive. That's one of them. Okay, coming up, and as someone who has very expensive taste, I must say, there are pieces that, you know, I think we can all tell when those are really, again, designer, well-made pieces like this one too, because here's a lot of white diamonds together. It's 111-1174, and what a thrill to have this back. Thank you, Taryn, for asking for this. It was briefly here last night, and it was brief because it was right in the midst of a lot of requests and a big top of the hour. So it is last call. White, yellow, or rose gold on this one. It's our big diamond weight, 201 total weight. Once again, we're seeing some bigger diamonds brought to the center. So you've got some bigger individual stones, kind of like what we saw in that platinum piece a few minutes ago, but that makes up that pear shape. So it really does look for the world like you're wearing a big pear-shaped diamond. And if you've shopped big pear shapes or big diamonds in general, and you've noticed that those big diamonds get really expensive, yes, they do. That's when they start to get rare. Diamonds get rare when they get into big sizes. So you have that here in that look, but you're still creating out a beautiful VS. And here's the other key. If you look at a big pear-shaped diamond, let's say that was a pear-shaped 5-carater, that would still be beautiful and it would be lovely, but it is going to be a stone that only can give you so much faceting. So you're only going to get so much sparkle from that pear-shaped diamond. I love when you get multiple rounds together built like this because it gives you 58 facets within every round. So every single one is glistening and then they're set together. So it's giving you more sparkle that you would not see if it was a traditional single stone. And that I think is important. So you also have the 3 rows on the sides, a couple of different looks at it here. So you can see there's actually different sizes of diamonds on the side. You see that center row is a little larger and then you've got a little millgrain between it. That's all just a subtle detail that just adds to the texture and the look. And then you've got the halo. So it really does look like your big pear shape is surrounded by a large halo. And then overall, just such a subtle little break in the action there when you see it on, kind of just reads to the eye like that's one huge pear shape, which would make it more like a, 15 or 20 carat. Try affording that in a VS diamond that's natural. Not going to be easy, but here's our big value. It is on its way, I believe, and this is what it looks like the other way because a lot of you say, no, I wear my pear shapes the other way. So here you go. Either way, you get an idea of what it's going to look like on, and yet it will be better than $49.99. Remember, 201 in diamonds, but all bigger stones for the most part through the middle. So it's, again, not the small accent stones that you see everywhere else, or heaven forbid, like a diamond chip where it's like not even a fully faceted round. We don't do that here. We do the big stones here and the VS quality no matter what, and a better price than even $2,500 when that could pass for your big diamond engagement ring. That could be a right hand ring. That could be certainly one that you ask about if you want something that's just bold and beautiful, or maybe you're just ready to upgrade, because I've heard from so many of you that have found us more recently in the last year or two and said, I'm just discarding all of my jewelry, whether I'm selling it. Listen, you can sell your jewelry now. Jewelry is expensive now, even on a secondhand market. So if you don't have someone to pass it down to necessarily, you can, contact me. I'll give you great places where you can, obviously get your jewelry sold. So it's a lot of people have asked me that. I've been very helpful in that respect to, if you've got pieces that are just not up to your quality standard any longer, maybe they worked for you 20 years ago, but they're just sitting there idly. Well, get some cash for your jewelry, because if it's in a precious metal, it's worth something right now, even if it's just gold. So this is a thrill, and we're very busy on our phone lines. No surprise there. Obviously, we're going to be and getting more and more so busy as we carry on through the show. We are only about 23 minutes away from our yellow diamond band deal, which is the value of the day. So make sure you stay with me for that. But this is going to be better than even 24 or 23 or 22. And remember, 10% off. There's nothing that's off limits from that 10% off sale. Take a look. Not 25, 22, 21. We're just dropping these prices like crazy. This is your chance right now. We'll get you to own it right now for $19.99. Then you get $200 extra off as well. So that's $17.99 if you'd like to go ahead and grab that on this Saturday morning or afternoon, depending on where you may be. We're just glad you're with us no matter how you're watching or where you're watching from. We're just really honored to have your company with us. us. We've got that deal. I know it's tempting to just everyone holding out for the big diamond deal coming up at the top of the hour. It is happening in 22 minutes, so don't go anywhere. I know everyone goes, I just went to go get a snack and I missed it. How'd that happen? Please stay with us, 22 minutes away and very limited. That's why I'm letting you know early, because it's not going to be long for this world. I can promise you that. So $17.99 gets you the diamonds. Gosh, that's a great ring, isn't it? And it really is. If you're needing a right hand ring, anything with big diamonds, and you've looked at big diamonds and you're thinking, I'm not ready to just resort to the world of lab grown. Please don't yet, because we can show you that we can make those really important stones really affordable for you, the best of the best, so you have something you can be proud to wear, that you don't need to upgrade. Even 5 or 10 years down the road, you're not gonna, how do you upgrade something like that, really, unless you're going for the 20 carats and that one single stone. That would be the only way I can imagine to upgrade from where we are right there. So $17.99, I don't know, again, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That was a request brought out for Taryn, so that's gonna be it on the big yellow, or rather big white diamond piece. I do have this Boulder opal. Look at that. Wow. That's a cool opal. Opals tell a story, and that one really has a unique pattern out of the Boulder opal material out of Australia. We love to see that. Don't forget about any requests you have. We've got Alexandrite here that's also certified. Got a major price on that one. Major discount. So we've got some cool pieces coming up. And again, yellow diamond, top of the hour. Can't wait. Really, really important yellow diamond band coming up. If you haven't seen me promote it or preview it, if you didn't see me wearing it last night, well, it is a beauty, and it is big time diamonds. This is much more than we usually do. Here's your little preview. If you're going, what is she talking about? This is the top of the hour. It sounds like a big deal. It is, and it is going to be a big deal literally. It's not just a big talked about deal, a conversation piece, but yellow diamonds in a huge size in a wearable band. For everybody who's saying, well, I don't wear big jewelry like you do. Well, great, this you can wear. If you do wear big jewelry, great, you can wear this. It can be worn anywhere on the hand, pinky all the way to index, and you can stack it as well. Can't tell you how many people are going to be getting more than one, I have a feeling, at the top of the hour, which is why our quantity is going to be going. Let's go back to the wheel and show you that white diamond ring one more time, and then we'll be on our way. So here's our last call. Let me know if you'd like that one at $17.99. I sure hope that's what the requester was looking for. Jason, was that your requester who asked about that? You was? Do you know how to pronounce their name by any chance? Did you get that? No, okay, you just wrote it down. You didn't ask them? Okay. All right, so just curious, because it's a great name. Just never seen the spelling before, so I'm curious. All right, so here we go. Let's keep going. We got a lot to do today. We've got 20 minutes left till that big diamond ring comes out. It is going to be on the early side today just because it is limited. So if you know a yellow diamond lover, make sure they're ready to go. Make sure they're, tuned in here. You don't have to have us on TV to tune in. You can go to your phone or your computer or your tablet and watch that way. So anybody virtually can watch, TVON.com, Facebook, YouTube, all that. We're live when we're live. So here we go. Wow, that I wanted to show you. This is a new one. Yes, it's important. Yes, it's gorgeous. And it's a huge yellow diamond. Item number is 8836. Nothing's really going to top this. Look at that stone. Marquise cut, yellow diamond. Natural, of course, that's all we do. So again, we'll have the band later, but wanted to show you a nice big stone too that we've never had before. Here is your yellow diamond marquise. Keep calling that pear shapes here if you want it. And then here's what we have in a 90 pointer. This is 18 karat gold, by the way. So yay, we got the 18 karat gold. We got the high end. The highest end of metal right now is 18 karat gold. You can't make, somebody said the other day, well, why don't you just make 24 karat gold jewelry? Well, you can't. You can't make jewelry out of 24 karat gold unless you want it basically scratching and chipping and breaking and bending all the time as you wear it, because 24 karat gold pure is really soft. So we don't make jewelry out of it because, again, all the reasons I just mentioned. So 18 karat gold, the highest purity you can get in jewelry that is still wearable, okay? It's 90 point marquise yellow, 87 points in the marquise and rounds around it. So lots of diamond weight here is the bottom line. You're getting a full carat 77. So do love that. Very impressive there. And we are about to blow this one of a kind out. So I hope you're on the phone lines quickly. You know by now, a lot of you know the way to go here. It's instantly like got to be on the phone lines ready to go when you see something you love. Otherwise, it's going to go to somebody else, and that's always a little tragic. I know nothing haunts you like the things you don't buy. That is something I can speak to personally and attest to. So I know a lot of you can. If you miss out on pieces here or anywhere, it's a really can be a heartbreaking moment. And that's again again, what we want you to have is the greatest values. That's what we're promising on everything we do. This is going to be 18 karat solid. You can't buy a diamond like this anywhere else for this price tag, and I will prove it to you. This one's a smaller size. I still just didn't want to put it on as a pinky ring, so I'm going to force it on and show you that way. But no, it's about a 5 right now. Here's what I'm going to do. We'll blow it out for you. It's got a nice wider band too of the 18 karat gold. It's all in white gold, which again really is a contrast for that yellow diamond, and you can see how glittering and bright all the diamonds are, but always speaks to the rarity when you get a powerful yellow diamond that has great clarity like that does. This one certainly is that stone. Has a beautiful look to it, and I'm so proud that we can bring this to you. And I love the additional marquees that make it almost a floral type look around it without being, you know, purely floral. Does that make sense? It's like taking a halo and just giving it a little extra pizzazz, giving it a little extra that really just brings together the marquees really, really well just thought out designs. I mean, I really respect as a designer myself how designers do their work, and how it really always, again, you can tell there was a lot of thought and a lot of individual thought put into the stones and how they're set together. So here's what we're going to do. We've got a beautiful look here, and yeah, sure, Donna H, I'll tell you all about that when I can. So you got it, I will do that. But here we are. This is going to be a really good value. We've got it for $69.99. I'd like to get rid of that price tag and get it to our summer sale price tag, where we can do something crazy just to make sure it goes. And by the way, Zine, what were you taking over there? Okay, wonderful. So no pear-shaped diamond gone yet. All right, so you can still get the pear shape of the white diamonds together if you want to. I was just checking on quantity. I have to keep track of things because, you know, don't want to oversell things. You know, that would be a problem. So here we go. This one will be, you know what, skip it. We'll not do $69.99 at all. We're going to take it a lot lower than that. Got to make sure. That's like a great wholesale price. That's kind of like where wholesale is where we start, and then we go down to a TVON price. We are better than wholesale, by the way, and I'm in the wholesale world almost every single day of my life. It's literally, we've got the big wholesale district right here, only about 20 minutes. 20 minutes if there's no traffic, an hour and a half if there is, but you know, which is all the time. But we've got a wholesale district. It's the second largest in the whole country, and it's right here. So we know wholesale, and I'm in that wholesale all the time because, again, other work that I do in the jewelry business. So very, very well versed on what wholesale diamonds are. If you're just buying them loose, like let's say you're a designer or you're in the business or in the trade and you're buying pieces to make, well, that's where they go. So again, very, very important to consider these values that we have here are better than wholesale prices. So even if you're doing this on your own in the business yourself, where you're not getting a better value than where this is at right now, it's going to be better than even $5,000, $4,000, or $39.99. Just one. Big marquees. That's a rare cut to get in a yellow diamond too, by the way. We'll make it better than $35. Send it on out. It's about to say goodbye. These big yellow diamonds, they have a way. Let's take it down from 35 to 34 to 33. You know what? Make it $32.99. You know why I did that? Because that way, after your discount, you will have it for under $3,000. And not just $29.99, but actually $29.69. If you'd like to go ahead and make that one yours. What a pretty piece. And we're still sizing the pieces for you. Yeah. Oh, no. Who got it? I got to tell you, Catherine, that is the piece I really desperately wanted from our inventory. So let me just say this. Jason, will you make sure that Catherine has my email? I'm literally going to tell, I mean this sincerely, and I don't say this often, but sometimes if there's a piece that I'm going to be haunted by missing out on because I can't buy the jewelry until you've seen it at its discount. But I'm going to tell you something right now. If she ever tires of that piece, just reach out to me and I'll buy it back from you. It is so gorgeous, and I really, truly, anybody would have to pay more for that. So well done on that designer necklace. That is, yeah, it's my favorite too. All right, so here we go. That's $32.99, $29.69 at checkout. We've got the yellow diamond band. It is 14 minutes away. I hope you can stay with us to see that yellow diamond band. It is as close to a must-have piece of jewelry as there is. And for anybody who does not have yellow diamonds yet, or if you've only been maybe seeing the lab grown and the treated and the not so great, we've got the best. So let me just say, stay with us so we can tell you all about it. Here comes, this is the Boulder opal that I was showing you a little bit ago. 8911 is the item number here. It's new. And it's got these really cool interlocking circles and arches to it as well around it. So it really is neat. It's all custom. It's all bezel set. It's a freeform stone, as Boulder opals are. This is going to be our 18 karat yellow gold. You can see the finishing through the back. I I like looking at it through the back too. They made sure to keep a little bit of it open to see that natural pattern through the back of the stone, as well as all the gorgeous colors and patterns from the front. But that is our 5-carat 60. This feels so organic. It's got so many different looks to it, from more glittering colors to, I love the personality. You know, isn't that what gems are? They're all unique to us. There are no two gems that are alike when you're talking about Mother Nature made. So especially stones like this, colors and patterns vary. And this one has a lot of the, it's all one piece, but it almost looks like different sections, doesn't it? Because each section of the stone has very different personality, from reds and yellows and oranges, some of those really warm tones, to the cooler blues and greens and purples, to different patterns where it looks more like pastel colors of a watercolor, then very glittery bright colors as well. It's gorgeous, and yet a big bold style, but still wearable. Diamond weight is 7 points. Here are their accents. Let's take a look at it from a distance. You're gonna go put your favorite chain with it. Hopefully you've got a yellow gold chain. If not, we supply them and have them for you. But also a diamonds by the yard would fit through this bail. So you've got a lot of versatility there. But 5-carat 60, it's a big size, comes out of the Boulder material in Australia. We've got one only here, and that's going to be, well, we'll blow it out from $39.99. Make it easy. Here's your length. Since this is brand new, got to get you the measurement here from top to bottom so you can see what that's all about. It would be 1.5 inches. So yes, very similar to that designer pendant that we just sold. 1.5 inches in length, including that bail. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. And this is going to be a better look at it, as it always is, because in darker lighting, you've got, compared to where I'm normally, standing with that piece, you see here that gorgeous coloring that it gives. You're really seeing now even vibrant yellows that weren't happening close up, and that great length that you're going to decide how long it sits on the neckline based on the chain you put it on. So here we go, better value than even, I don't think we can do $49.99 today and expect it to go. A quiet Saturday when we're just, again, all gearing up for the biggest value in yellow diamonds we've ever had. So I know that's why the first hour is going to be like, yeah, why would I buy anything? I'm waiting for the big special. Well, not everybody's going to get the big special, I'll tell you that, but we do have it coming up, and so 10 minutes away to wait. But if you'd like this one, I'm going to make it really affordable. How about $14.99 instead, just to make it really simple and fast? Want to make sure some pieces move here before we get to our top of the hour, which is the show. It is the value. It is the must-have. It is the one you stack up, stock up, get for gifting for holidays. I know it's only July. I know that. But this is when we have to start thinking ahead, because values like this aren't going to be happening in November and December. It's only going to be tougher to make jewelry affordable then. So here we go with $13.49 on our big Boulder opal in that designer style. Love the unique factor. I mean, there's no other piece out there like it. Do you notice they even did the beads of gold? You see that on every so often around it, not only on the interior where the bezel meets the arcs, but also on the outside. You see those extra beads of gold they did just to really kind of pinpoint, make it just special. These are the little details that, I see in jewelry and notice. I mean, we all see the overall aesthetic and go, oh yeah, that looks beautiful. But then it's looking at the details and thinking about the thought behind it and all that effort and workmanship and handwork, by the way, because these are not pumped out by a factory or machinery. It is, AI might be taking over, but jewelry, I don't see how it's going to be possible. Yeah, maybe hosting jewelry shows. Yeah, absolutely. That's just easy stuff. But making jewelry is a very different deal. Zane, do you have a question? Tanzanite pear-shaped earrings from yesterday? Yes, I can. The drops. Yes, we will. All right, so we'll show those really quickly. Who was asking for those? Elaine? Elaine, yes? Am I saying that right? I can barely hear you. Who? Okay, Melanie? I'm guessing. Is that it? All right, you got it. Melanie will bring them out for you. Okay, here we go. And just a reminder, here's the diamond. I got to go run across the set here, go get something from last night. So there is the yellow diamond that's still available in our marquees. Boulder Opal is verifying right now. Okay, so I was wearing earrings last night from TVON and was really excited about these pear shapes and was not excited about the price tag, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is mark them down. Yes. All right, opal's gone. Congratulations. So let me just show you what we have here in a beautiful drop earring. This is a very large pear shape, and it's a pear shape of a different type of cutting because it's got a little more of like almost a rounded shape. What do I mean? Well, how's a pear shape around? Well, instead of being really elongated, it's got about the same width as it does height. So it gives you more of what we call squatty pear. So it's really nicely done. It's all 8385. I'm going to go ahead and change up the price a bit because I wasn't all that enthused last night of the price. And they're very big stones. They're outstanding, but wanted to put together a little sale opportunity. So I'm so glad you asked for them. Let me see if I can get these to set up right because they also have that pear-shaped diamond up top to really just give, I love a theme. So, you know, I'm very into that. So if you come to a party of mine, it's going to be all themed and it's going to be very detailed in that theme. Well, here we go with a beautiful pear shape on pear shape. So you've got definitely leading into, I love that point down in the diamond. So it leads into this beautiful pendulum drop that you get in the gold, which is all 14 karat white gold, does have a 1485 total carat weight. So that means you're also getting over 7 carats, really close to 7.5 carats, as a matter of fact, in your Tanzanites alone, which are the blue wing block Ds that we love. And it's going to be 28 points in the 2 diamonds. So they're 14 points each on those pear shapes. And we just have, well, it's 1 pair. So they've got a great drop to them. They're going to be post and butterfly backing as well. And we're going to send them on out because they were $19,999. So I couldn't in good faith get excited about that value as a summer savings event price last night. So got to work. Made sure that I met up today and said, let's try to maneuver this. I understand they're brand new. We know they're luxury. We know they're lovely, but let's take a look at this from a distance. You can also see the length they're going to give. And there is some movement there. So I know it's got that. You wanted to see that little slope that it has there, how that pendulum gets a little bit, kind of ramps up towards that center point of the Tanzanite. You have a length here in the earring that is going to be, and these are brand new in design. They're 1.25 inches top to bottom, actually maybe 1 3/8 inches. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you, there's the post, which is just below the actual top of the earring. So it's going to look fabulous. And I will try one on for you. Just give me a second to put one on. I got to get the backings out. So here's what we'll do. It's going to be, let's see, we've got white gold, $19,999. Let's skip that. They're obviously very impressive stones here. Very cool pear shapes, a little more exotic. Couldn't resist the match pair that we had, a pair of pears that looks like that. Well, we wanted to make sure that they are in earrings. Instead of making 2 rings, went all out, made 1 gorgeous pair of earrings. And here is what they look like on, just to give you an idea there of how they drop and how they look from a distance away, so you can really see that great shine they have. And a beautiful color, of course, that really bright. There's something about Tanzanite that we know we love, but our blue wing block Ds are just glowing reds, glowing ultraviolet purples, blues mostly, more blue than they are purple. It's a big reason why they're called blue wing block Ds and not your typical Tanzanite. And look at that, nothing too dramatic as far as the drop. I mean, it's not going to be inches and inches long, definitely not a shoulder duster style or anything like that, because those make them only dressy. Those really reserve them for very elegant occasions. This is really wearable if you ask me. I love that diamond. It's like a diamond stud that leads into the drop, and they're not even $99.99. So a big value coming your way. We'll take another look at them close up. Just want you to see how they move and how they sit perfectly with those oversized backings that we're throwing in for free, of course. And yet it is going to be a big discount here, not even $8,999. This is also where you save more money, because on bigger pieces, it's just, again, 10% off means more value the bigger piece it is. And excuse the fingerprint on that gold. Let me clean that up. Let's make them better than $8,888 as well. Big moment here. Not going to be for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But if you want those pear shapes, there are very few Tanzanites left remaining that can be that size, that are making appropriate larger earrings. Let's blow them out for $7,999. Of course, $800 extra save. So they will be down to an incredible moment. $7,999. Well, guess what? $800 off makes them $71.99 at checkout. So a huge value, extra savings. That's going to be enough savings to get you a whole nother piece of jewelry if you so desire. So there they are at $79.99. Make sure you get on the lines. There's only 1 pair. Of course, we had some smaller earrings, by the way. They were Tanzanite emerald cuts. And when I say smaller, they were still huge, but they were not drops. They were more of a stud style. So we still have those from last night as well, if you are at all curious or if you are still thinking about them. that would be a really good idea to take advantage of those emerald cuts. They were lovely. Boy, we have really gorgeous Tanzanite earrings of late. I know how many of you have been asking us for more earrings because, well, everybody wants a match to their rings, I think. So it's a really good time to get them at this sale event because they are going to be pricier. And today I have 24 carats in fancy cuts as well. Now that's going to be real exotic. Just to show you what is new here, look at that. It's like the it's like a diamond cut. Yeah, if you were to do like a diamond drawing, you know, draw a diamond and have that one-dimensional drawing, that's the cut, that's the shape. So it's like a diamond cut. Really does, doesn't it? Like a diamond emoji there. So we've got Tanzanites matched up in that rare cut as well. So it's just a day for Tanzanite earring lovers. My goodness, we got some good ones. So that's going to be it on the pear shapes or the teardrops. And that will be gone in a hurry, I have a feeling. So we're only about 3 minutes away from our top of the hour. And so excited you're here with us. I do want to show you our Alexandrite deal. This is a good one. Alexandrite from GIA, meaning it's all been sent off. This stone was sent to GIA early on, and it was all certified so that we know all about this. Carat 20, 1119617 is your item number on this one, and that is a gorgeous stone. It's got a lot of greens to it. But of course, GIA, one of the big bonuses of having a certified stone in Alexandrite is they have looked at the color change. So they've got it actually photographed. They usually put that on the cert, and they did. So you're going to see the color change it has. Carat 20, carat 18 in diamonds. Here's that cert. So we'll start at the base here because you can see right now I would say it's somewhat in between. If this was a more traditional light environment, you'd see that brighter pop of green, and then it goes to a more kind of purple green, if you will. And then we've got, it's a very dramatic color change. This is the detail on your stone here, the measurement and the carat weight. And then of course, we've got your Alexandrite report here where it goes yellow green to brown yellow, and then of course that brilliant cut oval for you. So natural chrysoberyl, known as Alexandrite, when it changes color like this one does. So thrilled to bring it to you. And a wow, $7,999 Alex is coming way, way down. So a big moment here for our lovers of bright clean. You can see how crisp and beautiful. It's the cutting too. I mean, that's what's so incredible is that most Alexandrites, as I've shared with you, you would never know it by watching our show. We're so particular about what we choose for our jewelry, but it's most Alexandrites are known to be very hazy, very included, very kind of really milky, if you will, where the color, whatever color that may be, because they're all different, they do have like a real hazy quality about them. Almost looks like a fog in the stone. That's the best way I could describe it. This is just bright and powerful and lovely, and yet it is going to be better than I can ever imagine a 120 going. This is what value is all about. I'm just thrilled you're here to see these types of values because it's not going to be even half of this price. $4,000 or $39.99. We got about 45 seconds to go till we get to our yellow diamond band. The ultimate yellow diamond value is a coming, but this is not going to be $29.99. Okay, it's just a giveaway on an Alexandrite. But as we are 30 seconds away from the top of the hour and everybody's waiting on that, I got to give you something irresistible, something that is an obvious buy. And no, it's not 29. I'll go lower right now before you even take your 10% off. We're going to go exceedingly low. This is not one to miss out on. That's for sure. Not when you've got a value like this on a carat 20. We had the big blowout the other day on a 90 pointer. We had probably, I kid you not, there had to be 50 people that missed out on that Alexandrite. Here is the brightest. It's a powerful stone. It's so almost electric green. It's unlike anything else. Let's show it on the hand here as well, because it really, when it's on the hand, looks like a band. It looks like a just diamond side to side, wider band covered in diamonds. Not 28, not even 28.88 or 27.99. Now this is a value. You get the cert for free with it. That's already done. And welcome to the show if you just tuned in. This is the amazing, amazing value on Alexandrite leading into our best value in yellow diamonds by far. And this will not even be $27.99. You have got to be ready to go on this one. It is $2,777. That is, of course, prior to your 10% off, which is going to be making it $24.99. So that is a significant drop. It takes you to a whole different price tag and a whole different level when it comes to amazing diamonds and Alexandrite. Of course, it's not just the stone. That stone is amazing. That is really, really, really important. So here's your chance to pick it up. Beautiful style, bright, clean, carat 20. That's got to go. It's $24.99. We're really testing here, testing the limits of savings here. Big sale event, 10% off. I know we're all waiting. Oh, good. Oh, okay. Okay, Kathy. All right. She says she's keeping the pendant. I'm not getting that one. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I said if I know it's a long shot, nobody's ever actually done that. When I've asked people to say, hey, let me know if you tire your piece because I'll take it off your hands. Nobody's ever actually done that. So I don't blame you. Keep it, enjoy it. We've had a couple great pieces go out in this first hour. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us today. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We've got 2 hours left. Big Saturday show here. Of course, a Saturday showcase would not be complete without something really, really special. I have got that. I've been talking about this for days. I've been wearing it for days, and everybody's been asking about it. Well, the Alexandrite's still here if you'd like to get it. Again, this is the top of the hour we've been waiting for. I sure hope you're on the phone lines early for it because it's not going to last very long. There aren't too many to go around. That is the issue. And when you have a situation like we have here with a big value on a classic style, a lot of people will be getting more than one. That would not surprise me at all. It is an incredible stackable ring. So you can get many, you can stack them together. I have all these different sizes here, but yet they stack still, even when they're different sizes and 7s and 6s and 5s, they still stack beautifully together. So this is the one to get. Now we are going to talk about a big, big value. And again, we've been waiting on this for days. I know it wasn't all that long ago when I showed you a very, very important yellow diamond band. It was a pear-shaped band where they all went in one direction. Remember that? It was a few weeks back, maybe a month or so ago, and they all went one direction. That was beautiful and a great value, but it was a little non-traditional. A lot of you had asked if there was any way we could do something that would bring us a cushion cut that was stackable, because when we think of bands, we usually think about something that can either be perfect on its own or, as an option, sit aligned next to something else that can give you an opportunity to wear it different ways. So we're going to do that now. This is the band that has actually the biggest yellow diamonds we put in a band like this. They are not just your typical 5 stone is usually 1 carat. This is bigger, it is more impressive, and of course they are natural yellows. I have to make sure everybody understands that because I know there's a lot of treated material out there. We are talking about our mainstay, our love, which is natural yellow diamonds, and it's not easy to do. They're going for crazy money right now. The Hong Kong show just wrapped up a few weeks ago, even bigger prices than they were in Vegas, which was only back in June, not that long ago. So even when you think back to February, what happened in pricing in Tucson? Well, that was different. So we're seeing prices just month by month by month go up on yellow diamonds. So I think you also have the knowledge of, as you wear and enjoy your ring every single day of your life, your piece is getting more valuable because yellow diamonds, there's no new find, there's no big source or discovery. So you're seeing very, very few come out to play. That is why the pieces that do exist are going up in price so dramatically, okay? So we're gonna bring you a band here. I'm gonna wear a couple of them. We're gonna show you different ways to wear it, pinky all the way to thumb. It can be worn anywhere. So you don't need to say, well, I'm gonna have to like retire some of my other pieces. Not at all. You add this to the collection. You find different ways to wear it. It's almost as if it's a wonder ring where you can stack it and play with it different ways, okay? So let's show it to you. And I've got, again, I've been wearing them all. I'm loving this ring. Let's show you what it is. Big value coming up. Of course, it's also 10% off, which is going to help us. I mean, why not? Why wait for a regular show to debut this? Let's just bring it out now. And remember, it is limited. It certainly is. It's very, very limited. So again, with as many people as I anticipate that are going to get more than one, whether they're gifting, whether they're getting a couple to stack, it is really important you dial in early on the phone lines on this Saturday. Glad you're with us. This is 112-8921 and just one of the biggest and best values we have for you. And I'm going to stack a couple because honestly, it's a little easier to see when it's stacked up because right now we're getting kind of an overview of it. If you look at it this way, that's a lot better. These are all the same bands, right? So you can see how they're consistent. These are just the pieces that, again, are going to go out to you. But when I have these two, you're actually looking, look at that higher one, because it's just the right angle to see it directly face up to your eye level so that you can really see the sparkle, which is the brilliance of your VS yellow diamonds, okay? So I've got a couple just to try on for you. Really wanted to have a few out here to show you how beautifully it stacks. But this is the diamond weight that is a little more unique because instead of just giving you, I don't know, like a light 1 carat, it's not even 1 carat. It's actually a carat 10 minimum on each and every band. So you're getting at least, now I know that's the smallest carat weight that I have. Remember, the reason they look different is this one we're looking at from overhead. This one's face up to your eye level. So I wanted you to know that because again, what you're seeing, now watch this. I'm gonna do a little switcheroo here. Didn't move anything, didn't change anything. See that? So that's my point. So they look like a little different based on the angle here. So they're all consistent, bright yellows and still VS. We need you on the lines ready to go. There are very few to go around. I know everyone's going to be thinking about getting a couple of them, 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever you need. But here's the problem. We have it today only. It is a massive value. I know it's tempting to say, well, I'm going to wait because let me wait for it to come down. This is the top of the hour special of our big Saturday of our sizzling summer savings sale. So it doesn't get any better than this. And I have made sure that we are going to make headlines here with our yellow diamond opportunity. Now, 22 points each or more. That is also a minimum because, again, I'm guaranteeing you at least 22 points. Most of them are larger than that. They are square cushion cuts as well. And so they align beautifully. They're going to sit side to side on the hand and they can make for, look at this as a pinky ring. I love it that way. That's a beautiful way to go. It's just the perfect size, really anywhere. But look how that works. If you go any larger, I think maybe it's not going to be as pinky ring appropriate. That works there. Take a look at it on the ring finger. This is beautiful, a way to stack next to something else, wear on its own, put a couple on together as I've been doing the last couple of days. I've had as many as 5 on together at the same time, and there's room to do it. Just kind of depends on your finger length, but it is going to be amazing value. I was pricing something out this morning, so I wanted to get you like a super updated, like fresh kind of price tag equivalent here. And to be honest, it's really tough to find. Please try yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. You can do, the beauty of this is when I started in the business, not everybody had access to the internet. You know, it wasn't as easy and simple as it is today, where you can just go on your phone and just, you know, do a quick search. And the thing was, we had to do the legwork. We always had to, back in the day, we had to go like run around to stores, or we had to make phone calls and do cold calls and call people all over the universe to try and figure out what an actual established price tag would be on something, you know, if we're really looking. Right now, it's almost impossible to find something that's natural. And that's because they are so limited. The Argyle mine closed. It closed a couple years ago. So there's no hope of getting any more of good quality. That's the thing. The mines that exist right now that are producing colors of diamonds, they're really producing low quality. It's a low quality material that's got a lot of inclusions where the color's off and they're more brown than they are yellow. And that's not really what we're looking for. We spoil you. We spoil you to pieces here. We only show you the best of the best. So you're always seeing these bright, vivid, beautiful sunshine yellows, when the truth is most yellow diamonds are actually quite ruddy. They're quite brown. They give you a lot of brown or green body color, and that's not really a yellow diamond. These are the pristine, beautiful quality we want to have. And if you're looking for an everyday staple, you're new, like really want to feel like $1 million, you want to really feel couture, you want to feel amazing, look amazing, have something extra, gifting, oh my gosh, as a gift, it's going to look like you went out and spent $100,000, really, without even trying. And yet this is so giftable with the price point I'm going to give you, the value we have. Take as many as you want because it's one day only. When it's gone, it's gone. Take a look at this. This is not going to last. And I know we're busy already. We've got, well, 6 or 7 people already on the lines, and they don't know where it is. They're probably figuring, well, it's a good day, Saturday special. She's excited about it. She only gets excited about the really good stuff. Yeah. So you know it's going to be amazing. Well, it should be $49.99, but that's not what I'm asking today. We've got a major value. Again, 22 points minimum each. You cannot afford to sit back at home and go, I'll call later. Again, I'm trying to warn everybody here, and no matter, despite all my warnings, sometimes it's not always, you know, one of those that really gets truly evaluated from a standpoint of, well, is it really urgent? Yes, it is. Very few to go around, not going to be $49.99. Here's what it looks like again on the hand. I've got it on the ring finger here. You could do as many as you want. That's just one. I've stacked 3 yesterday, last night. I was wearing 3 on my right ring finger. It looked amazing that way. This is seriously the investment piece. It is the piece to get a couple of. It is the piece to go ahead and give to as a holiday gift. I know that seems like a long way away when it's 100 degrees outside and it's July, but it is not that far away. And when you look at how values are going in the gold world and the diamond world and the manufacturing world and everything else, I don't think it's wise to wait on anything anymore. I don't think so. I think now is the time. And again, look at those bands, how consistent and beautiful and bright, and they're all cushion cut brilliance, by the way. This is another step up in cutting we do not normally see. And you're going to spend less than $49, I promise. Now, that is my today should be price. I priced them out today, and let me tell you what I found, because this was really spooky to me. There was only one natural yellow diamond band I could find that was 1 carat. One. It was a high-end designer. They're doing special orders. It takes 8 weeks to get it. You have to contact or go into the store or contact a concierge through that designer, and they're asking for $68,000 for 1 carat in yellow diamonds. $68,000. I would not go that route. So a lot of you are probably going $49.99. Let me think about this. Should I? You have to do this now because the value is so good, and your alternative, if you're looking at natural, is to go out and spend and wait 2 months and spend all that money, where the California tax out here in Los Angeles would be like $7,000. So I would say this is a better way to go, and you get it right away. Yellow gold only, by the way, on this one. Yellow gold is what I recommend. Yellow gold only, to the point where just let those diamonds really show off. Let them look amazing like they are and be bright and beautiful, and you see how consistent. And I literally took there's a whole bunch of them made up in different sizes. Then we'll, of course, tweak the sizing as you need it, quarter, half, 3/4, or full. So you're just choosing your specific size you need. You can stack and layer. I would say even if you're stacking, if you stack up to 3, go true to size. If you are stacking more than 3, you may want to go up a half a size on each one. That would be my recommendation as far as how it runs on size. But let's make it even better than 49 or 39 or $29.99, taking into great consideration the fact this is a sales show, knowing the last few months, seeing what kind of price point we're loving in these summertime months, really making this a discount we can all enjoy. And it would be crazy not to get one, to be honest. With all due respect, this kind of value, even if you're just going to turn around and resell it, this would be the day. You've got to treat yourself to yellow diamonds in a classic band. Take a look at this. It's not going to be $29.99 either. We're going even lower, and I need you on the lines because we're busy already. We don't have a million operators, and I don't want you stuck on hold when it's selling out. So here we go. Instead of $29.99, I will blow this out. Remember, these are not 1 carat bands, which is what we normally do in both white diamonds and what I've had historically in yellows. This is not your basic 1 carat band. It is not. It's not going to be 1 carat. That's a huge difference. Remember, when you have basic sizes of diamonds like a 20-pointer, which these are not, they're bigger. And let me tell you why this is a big value, because these are the stones that normally would be a 1/4 carat, somewhere just a little bit under. We got a deal. We work with a great vendor and a dealer who is actually a wholesaler of diamonds. He's here in Los Angeles. He is the one and only. He really specializes in color. He's got the last of the argama material. He's got the very last of it, and I'm telling you, he's almost finished. We are such good, really friends. We're really good friends with him. We do a lot of business with him. It's where we get a lot of our 1 and 2 carat stones, and I'll tell you this. He had a parcel. He was doing a big order for one of the big couture designers, and that couture designer needed 1/4 carats. Here's the deal. There were a few yellow diamonds that were just under a quarter. 24 pointers, 23 pointers, and 22 pointers. He gave us the deal of a lifetime, and this is kind of the inside baseball of it. Just want you to know why this value is the way it is, because otherwise you're going to say, that can't be right. There's no way you can do natural yellows for that price, but we can, and this is how. It's all because of connections, and it's all because of respect in the industry. And when you have the respect that TVON has, and ownership, and everybody associated with this company, you get opportunities and values nobody else does. That is why you are like family to us. We share and really transition those values from us to you. Looking at a loss leader here, because if you think you can do a solid gold band at this price, you cannot. That is a fact. You cannot do a gold band for the price I'm about to give you. And that would be $19.99, because a gold band is more than that right now just on its own. In plain 14 karat gold with no diamonds whatsoever, you pay more for a gold band right now, a 14 karat gold. Well, that band has yellow diamonds, and the big ones, the almost 1/4 carats all across the top. Wear it anywhere you want, and if you can't decide, pinky ring or index, thumb or pinky ring, or maybe 2, get multiple sizes. It's such a value at $19.99. You could afford to maybe get a size 3 and a size 6, or get a size 10 and a size 12, whatever you need to do, because also it's going to be 10% off too, and that you cannot beat. And it's not going to be $19.99, because already I am confident that that would send out every single last quantity we have. Every band we can make up, we made up. Everyone's here. The only choice you make, how many do you need? What size do you need? But it's not going to be $19.99. This is the value. Take advantage of it, please. It is amazing. And it's also not going to be $19. And this is before your 10% extra off, which you will save per ring. So you can get as many as you want, and you will save 10% off. So here's how we do this. Not going to be even $19.99. All you have to do is dial. And if you're not dialing yet, it's going to be iffy at this point. I already have somebody taking 3 rings. I love it. They're getting 3. You've got it. Sandra's got 3. Who's over there? Barbara's taking 2. This is already at $19.99. By the way, that would be $17.99 at checkout. Hold on. We're going lower. Do not place any orders yet. It's not going to be $17.99 on screen. So that means going even lower than that. And there they are. Look at that. And again, consistent. They only look different because they're on different levels. This is what it looks like when you face up directly to those stones. They are bright sunshine yellows. They're not $17.99 is good. $16.99 is better. $15.99 is practically free. Again, a gold band, you can price out a 2mm gold band, by the way. Oh, and by the way, let me get you a millimeter size on this across the top so you know exactly what to expect. That is a 4.5mm diamond across the top. So the width of the band this way, 4.5mm, okay? The band in the back is about 2, I think. And I'm checking, yes, 2mm at the very narrowest point in the back. That's what I always compare. A 2mm gold wedding band right now, 2mm all the way around with no diamonds, $7,800. That's why I say a gold band cannot be done at this price. We're back up close. I just wanted to show you that was just the millimeter size measurement there across the top and also the back, because that question will be asked, because again, you're going to wonder how on earth are they doing this price tag? How on earth can they make this affordable? How on earth is TVON doing something even beyond what I usually see here, which is everyday value? Well, this is why you take advantage. It is going to be the best value we've had on yellow diamonds, bar none. Remember how sizable these stones are. It makes a difference to go from a 20-pointer to a nearly quarter carat. That's what you have here. These are light quarter carats instead of a 1/5 of a carat. That makes the difference. And they're not going to be $15.99. What about $1,499 for the band? And you see it there from all the way across the room. It is sizable. It shows up. It looks amazing. Oh, and by the way, it's not $14.99. That would sell every one of them. We are a little busy on the phone lines. We have 26 people on the phone lines and can't get anyone through. If you do dial in and you're on hold, stay with us, stay right there. We do not want you to hang up because you will lose your place in line and then you will never get one, because you can never get a band unless you call in. We need to know you're there and ready and want the band and the deal of a lifetime. And think holiday shopping, even though it's only July, because we're not going to have a value like this between now and then. That is a certainty. And it's not 14 and it's not 13 and it's not $12.99. We're getting even better. And this is why I encourage you to think about getting 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 and stacking and putting bands together where it's ring guards, stackables, different fingers on the hand. Why not a pinky ring? But why not a ring finger ring? Well, they need to be different sizes. Get 2. There's an amazing value happening, and not even $12.99. I hope you're ready, because this is not going to last at all. And we're going to blow them out even more than this price. By the way, that's $11.69 at checkout. We're going to make it even better for you. This is the time to dial. Treat yourself. Treat yourself and all the ladies you know in your life that love jewelry, daughters, sisters, best friends, moms, aunts, whoever it is. This is not going to be a $12.99 or $11.99. This is unbelievable, because I have thought ahead to what's going to make you not thrilled but ecstatic, and we're going to make this better. And yes, 10% off. I'm keeping that in mind, except I don't care. I just want you to have the biggest value. We should be honestly selling them out at $14.99, and we would. You saw it, every single one, every line locked up and then some. We're doing better than $11.99. Please dial in. We're already halfway through our quantity, and I have not gotten down to the final low price yet. So this is the time. And it's not $11.99 either, because think about this. I figured if we do $11.99, okay, great, that's another $120 off. But then you're still paying over $1,000. It's just a little bit, but you know what? I'm going to go lower. And we need you to get 2, 3, 10. These are huge yellow diamond, brilliant cut, square cushions, set side by side. It is the most classic style in jewelry, is a diamond band. It's just we've upgraded with the natural yellows, and it's going to be, you know what? Let's do this. Instead of even $11.50, let's go $1,111, because then think about this. It's 10% off. What does that do? It takes you right down to $9.99 and change to get the ring home. Oh my goodness, what have we done? We've just made the best value in yellow diamonds that ever has existed. And it's right here. Operators, how many are you getting? Because do yell them out, especially if you're getting more than one. I'm kind of figuring everyone in for one, except I know Barbara got 3, or no, Sandra got 3, Barbara got 2. I know, oh, did Barbara, okay, so So Barbara ended up getting 3 as well. All right, so this is what's happening, and I know Robert's got 2 as well. Thank you, Robert. Let me show a couple of them just side by side. Obviously, you're seeing them here, but on the hand, and again, please forgive, these are different sizes, so they may not sit exactly the right way, because one's a 6, one's a 7, yeah. Or one, yes, absolutely. Let me show the back as well right after we do this. That's how they stack together. I've had 3 on together. That's the 5, that's the 6. Actually, here's the 7 down here. Let me show the inside and the back. So I want you to see how this is finished. And like I mentioned, that is 2 millimeters in the back, and then it's 4.5 in the front. And yet you've got the proper way to set the diamonds so that they can be properly cleaned, because as you wear this every day, please clean your diamonds from the front and the back. Everybody only thinks to, you know, clean diamonds from the front when you don't want to make sure you clean them from the back as well. So having that little bit of openness beyond those baskets allows you to clean them, whether it's steam cleaning or solutions. If you like the different, you know, solutions that you just have to dunk it in for 10 seconds, honestly, that's what I do with my diamonds. I clean my jewelry a lot because, you know, I'm in TV, I wear a lot of makeup, all that kind of stuff. I have to clean my jewelry a lot. So it's one of those things, I'm cleaning jewelry constantly. I feel like it is a part-time job. I'm cleaning my jewelry a lot because I always want it looking my best, looking its best. You know, people kind of look at my jewelry because they know me as the jewelry girl. So I also want to make sure it's always looking bright and shining. Well, that is $9.99 and 90 cents. So the first thing is, figure out how many bands you need. Then, reminder, it's made beautifully. There is just, if you're wondering how, why, how do they do that? How is that possible? You don't have to think about why or the hows right now. You need to think about how many you need to get. You need to think ahead to birthdays, anniversaries, holiday shopping, whoever's got a special occasion, whether it's the graduation of somebody from college, whether it's somebody who you want to really treat to something awesome and special. If it's my gentlemen out there, we're thinking about, you know, what am I going to get the women in my life that really love jewelry, and I maybe you get jewelry for them traditionally once a year or twice a year, or Valentine's Day or anniversaries or birthdays, but you now want to really want to like top what you've done in the past. This is how you do it with yellow diamonds, because there's nothing quite like it in this world of natural yellow diamonds that is just so beautiful and bright. And listen, there are good yellow diamonds and there are bad yellow diamonds. And we just really hang out with the best of the best here. We're not about showing you those, as I mentioned, those brown stones, those really kind of murky green stones. That's not what we're doing. We're showing you the best and the brightest. You see, that's why I brought out so many. I didn't bring out every one of them that we had because I thought that would be a little bit messy and redundant, but wanted you to see the consistency that you have here in those amazing diamonds throughout. No matter how many you choose, they're going to look amazing. So this is really stunning, isn't it? And all you have to do is tell us how many you need and what size. And remember, we do, for our new shoppers, we do full sizes, yes. Everything from like you need a size 2 up to a size 12, no problem. But we also do the more fine sizing, like quarter, half, and 3/4 sizing. So you're getting a real precise fit. You know, everywhere else you shop, even if they offer sizing, it's usually, okay, do you want a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? And it's like, well, what about the rest of us? Or what if I'm between a 5 and a 6? Not everybody is a perfect size 6 or a perfect size 10. We need those little adjustments. So we offer that because we, again, are the manufacturer. It's a big reason why we have the values we do. And this is the time to take advantage, because that will come down. Remember, that was a strategy there. Could have left it at $49.99. Could have left it at $14.99. But instead, no, got it down to $11.11. So you're paying $9.99 at checkout, which has got to be the biggest diamond value we've ever had, including white diamonds, including yellow diamonds, including, oh, you name it. Anything that I do in jewelry, you don't get a, see, that's the problem with where we're at. Even if you've been shopping with me like 20 years ago, okay, 15 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, here's the issue. Gold bands by themselves have gone up. So I know this isn't what we're talking about. We're excited about the diamonds. We're excited about a carat 10 minimum in fancy yellow diamonds, in gorgeous colors, in bright, vibrant, and all of that. That's what we love. But we have to remember the foundation of that piece that you can't even see has gone up immensely in value in the last few, well, years. Really, it's been going up. But even just recently, to the point where other jewelry stores out there and other jewelers out there, they're changing their pricing by the day to keep up. They're not doing it to be greedy and get extra profit. They're doing it just to keep up. And I have a great friend in the dear friend in the business who is the CEO of a major jewelry manufacturing company and runs one of the biggest names you know in jewelry, and says we still can't keep up. Even having to up our prices every day on the daily, we still can't keep up. We're still going backwards because we can't keep up with what the industry is doing. We can't keep up with what the gold trade and the gold market is doing. We certainly can't keep up with what the diamond market is doing. So that is why when you see values like this, even if you shopped a year or 2 or 3 ago, well, this is a better value today as we take a look at it than it ever has been because, well, it's not a day in an era where we can do bands for $9.99. A plain gold band. A plain gold band, nothing in it. So when you're getting all of these amazing diamonds and you're getting it here for $9.99, well, that's why you want to take full advantage while it's here. So that is important. Okay, well, Tracy, I don't know. Tracy just told me, I'm just going to tell you what she told me. She just is mad at me and complaining that she was on hold and then the phone hung up on her. I don't know what, I don't run our phone system, Tracy, but I would say try to call back. Yes. Well, I said if you're going to stack more than 3. Okay, if it's just 2 or 3, go with your true size. So yes, good question. Let me reiterate that. And Tracy, I know that I think in the past, we haven't experienced it much, but lately, but I think sometimes, Tracy, if there's too many people on hold, there's a maximum hold on our phone lines because we're not used to we're not like a telethon place. We're not used to having like thousands of people on the phone. So I know, Tracy, sometimes there's a hold that gets at capacity. So I'm saying this because it might have happened to a few others. If you're listening to me and this happened to you, if you were on hold and you're not anymore, or it hung up on you. That's how she put it. I don't know what really happens, but if you're not connected to us, please try again. Please try again, because I know sometimes there's a max hold that our phone lines can have. So maybe we reached it. I don't know. I don't know what that number is. Things are new since I last. I don't really deal with that stuff. But I do want you to call back. So if you want one, you got to get in on one. And we're not sold out yet, so it should not be hanging up on you. So give us a call back. So again, if anybody had trouble, if you were waiting on hold and something happened, please, I apologize. I don't know how our phone system works, but I do know this. We're very busy. And we don't have a million operators here either. We don't have that kind of we don't have tens of thousands of operators sitting in a warehouse somewhere overseas. We just, we're right here together in studio in Los Angeles. So we don't have a lot of operators. So keep that in mind as we just give you this great big value. And then also, just because Andy had that question, let me go over again. If you are stacking the ring, if you are going to stack, I would say this is my recommendation. If you know your size and you are pretty true to that size, if you're stacking 1, 2, or 3 rings at a time, I think you can stay true. That's because I have 5s and 6s here, which stack beautifully. Because you know how if you stack more and more rings, sometimes they get a little tight, so you want to go up. I would say you only need to probably go up if you're stacking more than 3. So if you're going to stack 1, 2, or 3, go true to size. Okay, 1 ring, 2 rings, 3 rings together, go true to size. It's when you go, I would say, this is just my recommendation, if you go more than 4. I know when I had 5 on the other day, I was just playing with them in the office the other day. When I first saw them, it was probably on, I think it was actually on Wednesday afternoon. And I was stacking, when I got to 4 and 5, that's when it started to feel a little more snug. So I would say if you are, and you can do it, you can definitely do it, but if you are planning to stack more than 3, I think that's when you need to go up a size, half a size on all of them, so that it's not too tight. Because as you stack, remember, it builds up the width of your ring. Each band is 2 millimeters in the back, 4.5 millimeters up front where the diamonds are. So if you are stacking quite a few of them, you want to go up a little bit just so that it's comfortable, because I don't want it to be like tight where you're going, I'm not getting the look I wanted because it's too snug. So that's my recommendation. Come on over and take a look at it, and then we'll do that now. I'm going to show you a couple ways to wear it. Let me also show you as a thumb ring. Again, don't forget about the way this is finished on the inside. It's beautifully done, beautifully made. I probably would choose not to wear it as a thumb ring. I don't usually wear a band style like this as a thumb ring. I like a more kind of a smaller band, but you can. It does sit up a little bit, but not too high. You can see there from that side perspective. Here's how I've been wearing it. Of course, the most common way to wear it on the ring finger. I'm not going to have a size big enough here. I've only got 6s and 5s and 6s, it looks like, but that would be what it would look like on the index finger, middle finger, ring finger stacked, pinky, thumb. So really it does work anywhere you'd like. There again, index, middle, ring. I love the idea of stacking, and here's what 3 look like. I haven't done that yet for you. I did last night, but I haven't put 3 on together yet here today. So again, Tracy, are you still struggling, or did you get through? Let me know, Tracy, what's happening. So you're kind of, helping me out, helping me understand what's going on with our phone lines. I'm not sure. That's what 3 look like together. So for under $3,000, you could get at least $330 in diamonds, $330 in yellows, and have that look across the hand. And yes, we have more jewelry coming up. And these are different sizes, so remember, and yet perfect, perfect. And I've got all different sizes here yet, stacking really beautifully together. So that's gonna be $999.90, under $1,000 per ring. Get as many as you'd like. And again, this is a huge value in natural yellows. So I don't want you to miss out. And when it's done and sold out, it's done and sold out. This is not already, it's not a possibility of like, maybe I can get more, or maybe I can sweet talk the dealer. No, this is not, no, we've done all that already and we got what we could. And every single last one of them is what's making up these gorgeous rings here. And look at that consistency in those yellows. You are getting not some, this is my thing here. I'm not really into like showing you one thing and sending you another, because that's one way to have one-time shoppers. I'm not in the business 25 years running by having one-time shoppers. There aren't enough fine jewelry shoppers on TV to do that. So this is a business built upon, you're not successful in this business unless you have repeat business, unless you have great quality and you impress everybody when they get it at home. Showing something on TV, sending out another is just not really ethical in my mind. Certainly the business doesn't always believe that, but I do. So, and I'm here. And so luckily we align at TVON with the same principles and the same ethics code. So this is really where, again, when you want consistent quality through and through, this is why folks who shop here for the first time end up coming back over and over and over and say, I never need another place to shop for jewelry ever, because now I've got TVON. So no matter what it is in fine jewelry, granted, I'm not going to have the costume, I'm not going to have the lab grown, I'm not going to have the sterlings, but so there's other places out there for all that. But when it comes to fine jewelry, like a lot of people tell me all the time, well, I shop the other places because, and I know you do, and y'all do, you know, I'm not the only one you shop with, but a lot of times it's, I shop the other places for gifts. And when I need a great gift for somebody and I want to get something that, you know, has a good look to it, but, you know, it's not really the, you know, super important piece that I'm going to, you know, have on my body for every day for a lifetime, then that's great. But we really are where a lot of people shop for themselves, for collectibles, for the family heirlooms, for the pieces that really are of that quality you desire for yourselves and for your family, because these are pieces that are in the collection forever. These are true heirlooms. And it's not like our daughters, granddaughters, and great-granddaughters are going to have an easier time getting yellow diamonds, because with the main source, the prolific source that we relied upon, and I say we as an industry relied upon for this very important diamond for decades, it was the Argyle mine. That's been shut down now for years, almost 3 years now, that's been done and gone. And so when you take that away, really makes it difficult to get those values we love. And remember, it's only $9.99, and how many, you're getting 3 as well. Thank you. It seems like we're loving the 3s, because the idea of putting the 3 together is amazing. So in under $3,000 to get 3 carats 30 at least in yellows is very impressive. So we are at the 3/4 mark just now on the quantity we have. I know it's taken some time to get everyone through, because we do have some new registers as well that take a little extra time when we've got a new register on the line. So it takes about an extra minute or two to get everyone registered. But this is a great first purchase scenario. Great way to try what we're all about in our gold and our manufacturing, and of course, well, the main event, our diamonds. It's a great way to see what the values are all about here as well. And it's a great way to get something that expands the jewelry collection into maybe a realm that you were not sure you would ever afford. Because yellow diamonds out and about, again, $68,000 example, custom made for you. It takes 8 weeks or more to get it from a well-known designer if you want to get something similar. That was the 1 carat band. That was a special order piece. And let me tell you, $68,000 is a lot to spend on one piece of jewelry. It's a great market value for a ring that's comparable, but it's not something all of us can do. And so I think at $9.99, which is with your 10% off, I think it definitely opens the door to a lot more of us who want to enjoy and love a yellow diamond band. And I got to tell you, that is it. And it won't be here tomorrow. I'm here tomorrow, but it won't be. The quantity won't be here. Did you get through, Tracy? Oh, good. I'm so glad Jason helped you. All right. Well, thank you, Tracy. Gosh, that scares me when I hear that our phone lines kicked you off. That's not something I want to hear. I work really, really hard to give you the values. They get you in on the phone lines, and I don't want our phone lines to kick anybody off. So, Tracy, I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know what happened there, but I'll have to talk to our phone department about that later, which is basically one of our operators. But we'll see. We'll see what that's about. But anyway, I'm glad you got through. Glad you got your ring. Thank you so much. And you can try stacking it next to wedding sets. Maybe you've got the white diamond band. Maybe you want to dress it up. I know that I like to point out yellow diamonds look so good paired up, sure, with diamonds, but it also looks really, really good paired up with other color. So let's say you've got, I mean, what doesn't yellow diamonds look good with? Tanzanite looks amazing. Rubies looks amazing. Anything pink, anything green, anything blue, anything purple, anything in a neutral tone. I mean, what doesn't this work with? You can really play. That's why I always say get another one, because you might wear one as the pinky ring that you've always wanted, but then think about playing with it as a stack ring next to other pieces that you love, that you already love, but it just makes them so much different when you stack. I mean, sometimes it's just about putting your jewelry together in different ways. You don't necessarily need a new piece. It's just about having pieces that can work together in different ways to make it look like they're new, when it could be the same piece you've been wearing for a while, and then it's just stack a band next to it and let that play and let that be another look for you. So it's a really beautiful idea, but $9.99 and 90 cents. We are just about wrapped up. I do want to remind you, if you have any questions about what you saw for the first hour in the show, let your operators know while you're on the phones. We still have a big Tanzanite to get to. I have incredible Mandarin earrings. Don't go anywhere. I know it's tempting to leave us after a longer presentation to sell these out, but I want you to stay, because we have a Paraiba that is gorgeous. Look at that. What is going on here? This cannot be a 56 pointer. Wait a minute. Look at this Paraiba, guys. Tell me something. What do you think that looks like? Because I know that mounting, that looks like a carat 20, carat 30, carat 50. Something's up here. It says it's 56 points. There's no way. Look at that Paraiba. So that Paraiba is still to come. We have the yellow, or rather the white diamond cross, but I have the yellow gold. So we have the, there's our white diamond cross. So we'll see that a little bit later. Got Mandarin garnets. I do have a trillion savverite. Whew, is it good? Trillion savverite. Big Tanzanites are here. I got 24 carats in a pendant. One stone. I have a 24 karat total weight. Look at that. That's the savverite. Wowza. There is a good savverite. So we've got big mandarins and rings, Mandarin garnet earrings. Just want to make sure everybody gets their yellow diamond, because I don't think we're even going to get a chance to present this later as a recap. It looks like this will be the one and done on this one, and then it's going to be out of here for good. And really, really glad we have it for you here at 11:11. Yes, question. Heather, what? Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So again, as I was explaining earlier, so watch this. He wants to know, why does the one look different than the other? Well, let me explain this again. It's all about our angle of our cameras. So see how this one is set up a little bit because it's sitting on top of the other band? Watch this. I'm going to switcheroo them. We're going to do that one there and that one there. See how bright they are? It's just about the angle. And quite frankly, what you're going to see when it's on your hand is the angle you're seeing right here of the second band, the one that's stacked up above, because that's just our face-up angle. So another way to do that would be just to sit here. I just wasn't going to hold it all day like that because that's annoying, right? To watch me just do that back and forth. So again, see how that looks a little bit lighter, and then you see it face up and you go, whoa, those stones are amazing. Yeah, that's why it's the angle of the camera lens. See, same thing here. Do that one. Let me move that one aside so you can see here. It looks a little lighter. Then you see it face up, brighter. Then you've got this one here. Here's another one. Boom. A little lighter, brighter. So that's really, it's all about the angle. When you face it up, because for whatever reason our camera likes to be more of a bird's eye view, it's good. At least shows you kind of the back and shows you a little bit. I mean, it's hard to see all the angles. That's why I'm up here with tweezers doing all this for you. So you see the inside, you see the finishing, you see the way it's stacked side by side. They're all going to get their own four-pronged basket because we want those to be, you know, super secure, super stable in there. And we never want anyone to, anything to happen to those. But that's wonderful the way you see that work that way. So you've got that beautiful look, and you see how bright they are, and that's what I'm pointing out. This isn't just like any yellow diamonds. It'd be one thing if we just said, let's just pick 5 diamonds, put them together in a band, and worry about the rest later. Well, do you realize how difficult it is to match them all, have them be consistent in color and quality, have them being consistent in their clarity as well, which they are. So that's really incredible to think about because you're getting much more than just, hey, here's a few yellow diamonds, we put them together. It's not like that. We have to be so meticulous, and there were rejects. Obviously, I could make more, but that would be if we were able to, if we were sacrificing. I could make a few more bands, but I'm not doing that. The reason I'm limited is because we're not just saying here are 5 diamonds, put them together. It has to be about consistency of quality, consistency of color, consistency of clarity. It's all got to be there. Otherwise, I'm not willing to do it. So we never ever sacrifice the ability to sell more based on the fact that we're going to lower our standards a little bit. We never lower our standards, otherwise you're not going to be back. We're not here to have a one-time shopper. That's not what we're interested in. We're here to show you the best value possible, show you something that nobody else could ever imagine getting at this price anywhere else, give you the great value you want, get the discount with the summer sale. This could only happen today. When it sells out, it's done. If I ever am able to make it again, well, we can bank on a different price, because the band alone should be so much more, even if we're just selling a gold band. And I realize we don't sell a lot of just basic gold bands. It's not what we're here to do. We're here to showcase diamonds and exotic color. But if you saw a gold band, or maybe you've been looking elsewhere and seeing what gold bands are going for, they are not inexpensive. If you're talking about solid 14 karat gold, which is what this is, and yellow gold tends to be the favorite right now because it shows it's gold. If it's a white gold, sometimes you don't know, is it sterling, is it platinum? Both of which are precious metals in their own right, but they're not as valuable as gold. So we like to have the gold, because the gold in yellow gold looks like gold, right? So that's why we tend to love the yellow. It's why I'm recommending it highly. It's also the greatest backdrop for the yellow diamonds as well. So this is why I suggest going there. Go there, do that, get that fabulous look that you're seeing there, and never have to compromise quality one bit. It's $9.99 and 90 cents. And if you're shopping early, listen, jewelry's easy. I always say it's really hard to hide a motorcycle, but if you're shopping for a gift of jewelry, it's easy. Not that I'm gifting a motorcycle to anybody. I don't recommend it, because I don't want any of my loved ones on motorcycles. I just don't. I just don't. I'm not gonna promote that. Be safe if you do, and obviously a lot of you do, and that's great. And just be safe. And I hope you're, doing all the stuff. But I've just known too many people that have had, problems with those. So, so here's the thing, guys. So here's the thing. My brother used to ride a motorcycle too, just for recreation. He rode a Ducati for years, and I was like, please, please, please. And for a while, it was stored at my garage, and I was tempted to just sell it because I just didn't want him riding it anymore. But point is that this is really easy to hide. So if you're saying, I've got an occasion, but it's not for a while. Well, tuck it away, hide it somewhere, and just remember where you put it. You don't want to misplace it. But it's jewelry. It's easy to just go ahead and set aside and tuck away for a different occasion, whether that's Hanukkah, whether that's Christmas time, gift giving, whether that's an anniversary coming up that's not happening till October, whether that's, Valentine's Day of 2026. Which is, that'll even be here before you know it. But the point is, it's easy to tuck away great jewelry items as gifting. You want to have it, and there's great, I think, comfort in knowing you've got the greatest value and discount and deal, and maybe you just give it early. As in early, well, it's really Christmas, but I want you to start wearing it now because you're so excited about it. That's how I get. When I'm really excited about a gift to give, I don't even want to wait. I just want to give it. And you know what? You might as well. Life is short. Enjoy the jewelry. Life is short. Get luxury pieces. And when you didn't have to break the bank to do it, and you're getting a value you can be proud of, and whether you want to share what you paid or not, I wouldn't. Just let them know it's natural yellow diamonds and a carat 10 minimum and a gorgeous 5-stone band with these big, quarter carats almost. It is really just the piece to give and wear. And if you're looking for a stackable, get it. How beautiful would that be? Stack yellow. You could always stack white diamond bands. And maybe you do that with your white diamond band. I know we've sold 5-stone white diamond bands here for many, many years. Maybe this is how you mix it up. Play a little bit. You could get 2 of these, maybe go yellow, white, yellow, stack them together as a 3 set, whatever you want to do. But that is the ultimate value, and I don't want you to miss it. So that's very important. Hi, Risa. Oh, I'm so glad you got the band. I know Risa was concerned that she was going to miss it. So Risa, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you so much. She says she's working and shopping. Oh, I love that. Working and shopping. Oh, I work and shop together too. I shop while I work. I mean, I shop for work. So that really is, that's really the bonus. That's the cheat code of the whole thing. Hey, Christy, you're on the golf course again? Well, she is shopping while she's sporting. I love that. Golfing. She's golfing. Well, Christy, she got 3 of them too. Thank you, Christy. Christy got 3 of our bands too. I didn't hear that. The operators are a little busy after all. They're not telling me everything that's going on because they are a bit busy trying to get these lines, getting everybody's phone call answered. But thank you, Christy. Well, I hope you're doing well on the golf course today. Let me know if it brings you any good luck. If you hit a hole-in-one, I want the credit because I think this is the hole-in-one of jewelry. This is the jackpot. This is the hole-in-one of deals. Like this is the you kind of always wish it would happen, but it never really does. It's like the ultimate. So, Christy, thank you so much. See, you can't be without your TVON, and that's what I love. This is a new era. You can watch on the go. We've got access online. If you're with us live, you're with us live. You can do it from your phone or your tablet or your computer or you know, 2 cans in a string if you really try hard, I guess. I mean, it's just the way we never want you to miss a moment. And this is why you don't, because in a couple of minutes, this is going to be sold out and done. And then there's nothing I can do to bring it back. No matter what, this is it. I would love to have this. I could have this every day. I would love to bring this every day. This would be amazing. But we just, again, these are limited quantities for good reason. The value is limited because the quantity is limited. So we are really putting together what is just one of the best values we possibly can, taking full advantage of it today. Thank you so much. We've got a great savverite coming up. Christy, it's funny, I was thinking of you because you're my trillion sister, and yeah, she loves a trillion. So Christy, I'm shouting you out on that one. I'm sure you have a savverite, but I don't know if you've got a 2-carat 03 trillion like that. So she loves trillions like I do. So I always think of her when I see a really cool trillion cut, I think of her. We also have those big diamond cut, if you will. They look like diamond-shaped Tanzanites. We do have those in earrings. I've got a Mahenge spinel in a ring. It's actually a 2-carat pluser today, and this is $9.99, and we're almost sold out. So it's been a minute. It's just taken a minute to get everyone through, so apologies, and thank you for your patience in waiting for us to get through this amazing presentation here of really our best value. It's last call, though, so we are getting there where if you're thinking about getting another, at this point, some of you have already picked one up, probably waiting to see what's next on the show, which we have plenty of new on the way, but if you are thinking at all about, I got one, maybe I need a second, or maybe I need a third, or maybe I do think I could give that as a gift, if you want in, it's now. It's now or never. We are almost got everyone through on the phone lines. Maybe we'll have one for everybody. I was really, hoping we would. So take a look at it one more time here. It's our last call on this one. Hey, Amy, thank you so much. Oh, good. Amy got one too. I'm so glad to see so many of my gals are here today just to see it. That's wonderful. Thank you, Amy, so much. I'm glad you got one. Thank you. Thank you for shopping. Thank you all so much. Thank you very, very much. All right, so 1111, it's $9.99 and change, and I really would think about getting more than one too. They stack amazingly so. So that's really, really important. And if you did get, about a month ago, if you got the pear-shaped band, it was a little smaller, but if you got the pear-shaped band, you could get this one too and, wear them different ways, kind of play with them, see how you like them together, mix and match them, maybe get one for, like I said, a different finger of the hand than you wear your other bands, or stack them all up. It's up to you, but that is a wonderful value at $9.99. Okay, so let's get to the big trillion. Why not? I'll show you the big trillion coming up. I think I've got a 60-second clock at here. Hi, Karen. Oh, gosh. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Christy doesn't have one. She has several trillion savverites. Of course she does. I thought she'd have one already, and she says, no, I have several. That's great. Karen, hi. Thank you, Karen. First of all, thank you. Okay. All right, well, it is a deal. It is a deal, Karen. Yes, it is. And I know some of the white diamond bands, I know they need to be, they need to be made. So yeah, this one ready to go. All right, well, I'm so glad. I would get it, Karen. First of all, that's just my 2 cents on the deal. Yes, Karen's pointing out that I think that's a better deal than the white diamond band. Actually, it kind of is. I mean, I hate to play favorites here, but the white diamond band would be a bigger price, and white diamonds are not as unusual as yellow diamonds. That is a fact. Yellow diamonds and all colors of diamonds are much more rare than white diamonds. So yes, this is a special opportunity. We are really, Karen just pointed out to me in an email, she's a longtime shopper. She said, that seems like a really, really good deal. Yeah, it is. It really, truly is. So I would definitely, not that you're not going to love the white diamond band too, but this is definitely one to, like I said, get that because it's really, really rare. It is, and it's a very, as Karen's pointed out, it's a very, very good value in that. I think that's actually, yeah, it's less money than my white diamond band has been of late. So it really is important. Sometimes these opportunities, this is why I told you for a couple days, be here on Saturday because this value is not something we get to do or repeat again. So Andy, we're in final quantity. Will you let me know how we are? Because I know I've got the computer kind of updating here, but I know that I'm not of the moment here. So let me know if we're sold out. I know I'm going to have to give it 60 seconds here as a final call. If you just tuned in later in the show, well, guess what? This has been on for a minute. Or 48, but it is really that value. Not many values are worthy of 48 minutes of airtime. This one is. It's worthy of that every day if I had the quantity to go around. It really, truly is. So please take advantage of it right now while we have it here. It is outstanding. So that is important. And $9.99 at checkout, yes, that's why I strategically went so much lower than even the $14.99 I should have, because I wanted you to get, I knew there'd be some magic of getting into triple digits. I knew that would be a moment if we could possibly get it under $1,000, and we did. Well, I did. So that's what do we do? Lost leader, top of the hour, here it is. So you got to get it. That's why I say it's a must-have. It really, truly is one of our best. And again, so good to hear from so many of you. I know I couldn't shout out every single person that got one. Thank you all so much. Let's keep moving. I will show the trillion. Here it is. This is the trillion savverite. We got to keep moving. I know we've got a couple left. If you're waiting on that, I will put them on until they're sold out, so you can continue to glance at them on my hand. But look at how gorgeous this is. I could not resist this 2-carat 03 trillion cut savverite. It is one of the rarest garnets. 8953 is the number. Stay with us. We'll do some fun things. And I do have the the Mandarin garnet earrings are coming up at the top of the hour. So we'll bring those out. Those I'm going to try to make affordable for you. But let's take a look at this savverite. This is the 203 savverite. Oh my gosh. We are very, okay, we're in last call in the diamond band. I did not realize, wow, I thought we had at least 5. We don't. So we are. We're definitely last call in that band, okay? That may be gone before you ever even see it on my hand again. I might have to take those off as soon as I put them on. 203, let's talk about the diamond weight around it. 89 points in this halo of round brilliance. Yikes, that yellow diamond band in single digit territory, and last call it officially is. So you got to run to the phones if you don't have one yet, or if you need another. But here is the savverite 2-carat 03, outstanding stone. It's just so rare. Getting savverite, which has that really rich chromium content, and getting it in a 1-carat size is usually where we get so excited. This one being 2 carats plus is a major value. So we've got a $79.99 price tag. I will change that too. Look at the inside. Wow. I wanted to show this mostly because I want you to see the stone from the inside and see the clarity of that trillion. Look at that. Wow. Woo. That is not usually a clean stone. It's not a stone that just delivers clarity like it's no big deal. That is a huge stone and clean, and this is what it looks like on the hand. Sorry, I'm admiring it. It's so pretty. It's just classic. I mean, trillions are obviously very unique. Oh yeah, there they are. 3 bands stacked together. Yes, they are. They look fantastic. Here we go. $79.99. This will not be. It is, let's just do a quick blowout. One of a kind, specialty piece. 10% off continues. You got another 68 minutes to take advantage today, tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, 3 hours, 10 to 1 Pacific time. And what could the surprise be for tomorrow? Well, we have one. So be with me tomorrow as well. But this is going to be going out real quick here. It is not 8,000 or 4. There's your half off discount. We'll go even further. Not 39, not even 3,500. Let's make it $34.99, and your 10% off grants you an extra $350 of savings. Big old value there. And that is the luxury we're looking for right on there. That is such an important piece, isn't it? Gorgeous. Trillion. Love that. It's a wasteful cut, so you don't like to do that. Still, despite that waste in the rough to the cut, they still have over 2 carats. It's impressive. Look at this big Mandarin. Speaking of rare garnets, we are just loaded with rare garnets today. Look at that. That's the savverite. Here's the big man. Wow, look how clean it is. That's a big one. 3 carats 92 on the Mandarin. How nice is that? So we got some really good pieces here. There's my savverite 3149 at checkout for you there. And then we do have, look at this. This is the Mandarin, a little closer view of it. And hi, Michelle. I can get busy on that special request for you too. Yeah. Sounds good, Michelle. All right, here's the big Mandarin. Wow, 392. Yes. It's going to be item number 1127740. Zoom back a bit here. It's a big one. It's 392 with a carat 34. In diamonds as well. So very impressive here. Call me on the trillion. And then I really wanted this to kind of lead into our Mandarin garnet earrings because I've got some super special studs coming up for you. We do have the cross pendant is still coming up, and we still have an hour left. So basically, let's open it up to your request too, because we've obviously spent a good deal of time on one great band. It doesn't mean the shopping's over. It doesn't mean the savings are over today. We'd love to know what you're looking for. It is very special, and that is going to be an outstanding Mandarin. I love that color. It's 134 in diamonds, but of course it's always, does it have a smudge? I think it does. Let me see if I can clean it better for you, or clean it at all. It doesn't look like it's been cleaned. Let me see if I can get that smudge off the surface, and then it'll be a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. Much better. All right, good. Now I can lift. Let's make this $12,999 piece so much more affordable. And yes, Mandarin garnet studs, let me show them to you because they're the same kind of color. Look at this. Wow. Same beautiful bright Mandarin material in a stud earring in an oval with the halo. Those are coming up. So look at that. Now the difference is the stud is in yellow and the ring is in white. Speaking of, you can change the color of gold for the ring if you'd like to. So that's no biggie. You can change that up if you want. But we're going to take the ring. This is a new price reduction, as we should be doing with a sale event. Am I right? That's what this is all about. It's why your values are getting better than ever before. Taking it lower than $13,000, and that's where it should be. No doubt about it. But I really want to make sure that you get in on this value. And if you're looking for, again, powerful mandarins, they can be a more brownish color. This is like that. There's a little bit of red coming through. There's a lot of those flashes of yellow. I always tell you to look for those. Look as if it has yellow diamonds in it. When it starts to give you the appearance like there are yellow diamonds inside the stone, you've got a real important gem. And that's got it. And it's not $10,000 or $99.99. No way. Going even lower than that. The very first caller, it's a one only. I'll make it better than even $5,000. Or $49.99, going from rare yellow diamonds to rare garnets, 2 in a row. We'll keep it going with the studs. We've got a big Tanzanite coming up, and anything else you're looking to see. It is time right now to dial in and tell us what you'd like for our last hour. We'll make it all request last hour. But this is not $49. Can I go even lower than even $3,999? I'm going to do it. No, I'm not supposed to, but we're going to go a lot lower than even that. $39.99. We'll save you a bundle. Let's make it $3,888. That way, at checkout, you've got another nearly $400 off. That's $34.99. Yeah, under $3,500 on a nearly 4 carat that I think looks bigger. Let's take a look at this on the hand so you can see it that way. Sure enough, under $3,500. That's impressive. Very much so. So I would highly recommend that one for $34.99 and 20 cents. And then this is, that would be last call right there. So a beautiful bright Mandarin, isn't that something? And there are those yellow diamonds, gorgeous. Just really too good to miss out on. Aren't we just talking about some neon brights? It's so summertime, like that's what all year round, sure. I mean, I think, yeah, when autumn rolls around, it's gonna be just as gorgeous, but really, and then when the doldrums of winter and it's gray and dreary, and that's the one you want to give you a little, that's like your instant cure for the seasonal affective disorder that sets in around like, you know, November, December, January. Then you just, wow, there's that stone. It just brightens you right up, perks you right up, doesn't it? So that's impressive. And we still have a couple yellow diamond bands left. This is last call. There's your big Mandarin, $38.88, comes down to $34.99. Very impressive, super important. That's what it looks like up close. Let's move it. And then of course that trillion. Now I do have the Mandarin studs. 2 minutes away till the top of the hour. Let's bring them out a little early here. That way, everybody, I kind of feel like, you know, it's kind of that rule of thumb. When I have those longer presentations of a big loss leader like we had with the yellow diamond, sometimes we got to get everyone back to shopping. So let's do this, because why not shop more than one thing when the values are this good? It's just a day to shop whatever you need. Now look at that. That is impressive. So we have the Mandarin garnet studs that are most likely going to be worn north to south, but that's the thing. You can choose. The centered post is there, so you can wear them east, west, north, south, or at a diagonal if you want. But I'm thinking on these, they're very important studs. Obviously, Mandarins are one of the more expensive stones in the world right now. They're up there with Paraíba pricing. No relation, but they do have a lot of paths that are similar. They were discovered in the same era. 1989 for Paraíba, 1991 for Mandarin. It's all mined out today, so in 2025, there's no hope of getting any more unless there's a surprise discovery, which is highly unlikely. And then you've got the fact that these are, well, they're elevating in price tag more than anything else because of those facts. They weren't around all that long. They were shortly extinct, not long after they were discovered. So here's item number 1128,638, and as we are just about to just head into that last hour of our show on this Saturday, I want to give you a great opportunity to own something special. Obviously, the big Mandarin is here, so I would consider thinking about that ring to go with the earrings. They would be a beautiful set together, don't you think? There's the big Mandarin from a distance, the studs. really carry through. There's a brightness. I'm always a fan of doing a stud earring and something in a really powerful color because they are going to be, obviously a stud is smaller. It's not the biggest piece of jewelry we wear if it's a stud on the ear. So we think about, okay, how do we want to really show that off? Well, I think a bright color is a great way to do that because then it still shows up. It doesn't have to be this big, dramatic, long chandelier earring to have a color that really shows up because the Mandarin does that so well. So the Mandarin gives you that bright orange neon color. Take a look at this. It is our 1 carat total weight in the Mandarins, surrounded in a diamond halo, which is another 18 points. They're in yellow now. You can change it if you want. Are you waiting on the Mandarin garnet studs? I love it. I'll tell you what. Just to make sure everybody's still hanging with us, there's a $3,799 price tag on the Mandarins. I ended up getting the ring pretty close to that. So I think we need a value. And my whole theory is still, I'm hoping somebody gets the set, the ring, the earrings, done. But let's make this better. It's the top of the hour. Welcome to the show. If you just tuned in, glad you're with us tonight. Oh, did you miss a yellow diamond deal? But again, may not be too late. Check with your operators and see if we still have one left for you. We'd love to help you out with the yellow diamond band that was $9.99. But here we are with a 1 carat, bright as can be, perfectly matched. I'll show them to you on. They are magical, aren't they? There's such a stunning look about these. Let's make this better. A lot better. I'm going to put them on the auction block. I am. I want to see, this is the thing. We got to bring everyone back. I bet you there's some people, they shopped their yellow diamond band and they left me for the day. We got to bring everyone back into the fold here. Look at that. There is, well, there's the earring from a distance. I'm about to try one on as well, but after I give you a measurement, I always want to do that so you know exactly what to expect. What if we start at 3? No, you know, I think we need to get a little more active on the phone lines than that. And there's your 3/8 of an inch top to bottom if you go lengthwise. How about this? 25 or 2,000 to start? No. Let's go. I was thinking, what if we just do $1,500 to start? You know how rare Mandarins are. They are super special. Really rare, one of the more elevated in price stones and haven't reached that plateau or ceiling yet. They are still elevating in value all the time. What can we do that hasn't been done? I'll tell you, we have not done an auction all day. We have been really about the value of yellow diamonds. Let me make this interesting here. And I'll tell you one thing, for everybody who picked up a yellow diamond, the Mandarins and the yellow diamonds pair up really well together, don't they? Because they're all those bright kind of neons, real summertime colors here. What if we go to $1,000 to open? $10 increments, 10% off still. $1,000 to get it all started. $1,000. Well, this is weird. Or is it? Not when you have a long presentation like that yellow diamond. Sometimes it takes a minute to get everyone back to shopping. We're all just still, again, I don't blame anyone for being still just left stunned by that yellow diamond deal. I get it. That was quite a value. Let's go even lower. I really need calls on this one. This is a really rare Mandarin. We're under cost already. If we got the open at 1,000, you're under cost. You're saving an extra 10% right now. That's $100 off, so it'd be $900. Well, let's take it even lower than that. Not even $900 to open or $800 to open. I don't know. It's just a day you got to bring everyone back. We got to get you that value that keeps us shopping for these big time values that we have here that are unlike what you've seen on any given show. This is amazing, is it not? How about we do this? $700 to start. 700 bucks, 700. Let's go there. $700 to get it going. I have nobody on the lines yet except one person thinking about it. Let's give it 60 seconds and see what happens. That could get interesting right there. We got the open. Who's that? They've been waiting so patiently, but hey, we've saved them a lot of money in the process. Patience pays, doesn't it? Lisa's got the open at $700. I like it. We've got $700, $10 increments only. Remember, there would be an extra 10% off happening as well. I should probably, that $10 increment, we're going to be here all day. I mean, that was made sense if we started at $3,000, but now we're at $700, and we do have the open, by the way. So they will get their home. We're just going to wait and see if we have anybody else to come on in and challenge. Oh, I did not try one on yet. The ear, I got to do that. Let me just do that real quick. So let me grab one. I measured it, but I didn't get it to the ear because I wanted the top of the hour. Just a nice little welcome there. So here we are looking at them on, just quickly here so you can see them on if you do decide to go the north-south direction, okay? And You can obviously angle them if you want, or you could go east-west. It's kind of whatever suits your lobe the best. We know what tends to look best depending on the shape of your lobe, or, you know, if you did want to put them on as a second piercing, I would think that's certainly a possibility. Just kind of, again, depends on what kind of room you have on the lobe, how your lobe's shaped. Let's see. We've got, oh, nobody else on the phone line, just the open. All right. Let's give them a final 2 minutes, and that'll be it. So what a top of the hour this is. Boy, two incredible top of the hours here back to back on our Saturday. Let's go back up close and take a look here. You can also change the gold color too. So if you did want, let's say you're matching the ring that we had earlier, which was in the white gold. If you wanted to match up the earring to go with the ring, you can do that. But we have 1:45 and it looks like they might be going at $700. Wow. Not exactly what I'd be expecting on a $3,800 pair of earrings in the Mandarin garnets matched. And it is last call. You'll want to dial in on the early side because we have exactly 82 seconds remaining to get you in. Well, this kind of proves my point. I think a lot of people shopped and left. So here's the thing. I'm going to tempt you with values. If you feel like hanging out for the next 55 minutes, I will tempt you with some really serious values throughout the rest of the show. So 1 minute remaining to go. The cross pendant is going to be here. That is the 2-carat 05 diamond cross pendant. I cannot wait to share that with you. We have so much to show you here. And of course, I really want your requests too. If there's anything that we can bring on out to show you, let's make it an all request last hour. Why not? If we've shopped the yellow diamond deal of a lifetime, let's see what else we can save you. I mean, think about the money you saved on the yellow diamond. How do you want to spend that savings? A lot of times when I save a lot on something I love, I usually want to take those savings and, you know, turn it into more great jewelry, more of what I love. And that's what you can do here today, no doubt. So we've got that big Tanzanite to show you that's new. I haven't shown you much of that yet. We'll get there. And then we've got the cross pendant with the enormous diamonds, which is all about big diamonds today, that's for sure. Well, Lisa, where's she calling us from, Jason? You're already like going over the shipping, all that. It's like so confident, but you know what? For good reason. Those are gone, aren't they? Congratulations. Well, we've seen some weird things, but that's one of our best values. Thank you so much. Those are sold. Okay. That's not exactly what I expected there. Let me show you this. We talk about savings. Why not, on a 10% off day, show you the largest Tanzanite cushion cut I have. You're seeing half of it. Let's zoom back. 4082 is the item number. That is my, whoa, wait, no more. More. There we go. Okay. Now we've done the impossible task of getting it all in the shot. And we have a 23 karat 27 Tanzanite. It's got a new markdown too. Of course it does. Sale event price. Great 10% off. Going to give it a little extra polish here. 95 points in diamonds make their way around the classic halo. You have diamonds in the bail as well. That's 18 karat solid gold. We even did the 18 karat. Look at that finishing through the back. Gorgeous stones around it. How about that bail done up in diamonds as well? This is a beauty. And the red flashes all the way through. It feels like red waves going through because you see the beautiful cutting and the way it plays with the light, especially when you see it on. It had a $29,999 price tag. Makes perfect sense. We're going to do something more dramatic here. And then again, get requests in for our last hour. We're already in the last hour. So cannot stress enough to you that it's important to say, let's just make this all about what you're looking for. If there's anything at all I can bring out for you, that's what we want to do. So definitely let me know. And 29,000 it will not be. It's not 19 anymore. That's under $1,000 a carat on the most important Tanzanite pendant we have. Besides, there's only one that's greater in size, and that's our 29 karat. It's a round. It's also about $30,000 where it's staying. Take a look at this from a distance. That's what it looks like here on the hand, and then I'm going to show you the measurement. That's important too. 1.25 inches. Let's verify that. Then show it to you on here as well. Yes, indeed, it is. Actually, I would say more like, if we're really truly getting very specific here, I would say 1 3/8 inches more like. So really important there. And then take a look at it on the neckline. So you can see how sizable that is. What a beauty, isn't it? Something special there for you with the diamonds, of course. Peep the yellow diamond bands over there as well. Still have 2 left, by the way. Still 2 left. So I may have kind of cut the presentation a little short there, but we have 2 left if you want to get the yellow diamond bands for $9.99. But let's make sure this one, it's got to go. No doubt in my mind it will. It's not even going to be $15,000. And again, that's 18 karat solid white gold. We've got the diamonds at almost a carat around it. Let's go back up close for you. Take another look at it this way and get ready to send it out of here, because it will not be 15,000 or 14 or even the 13,999. We're going even lower. And 10% off is going to equate to a lot of extra savings here. The bigger the piece, the more you want to take advantage of it during this sale. It's not 13, it's not 12. I'll make it $11,999. And that is going to come down to a new price that will be so much better, because at checkout, $10,799 will be your price tag at checkout. So a beautiful way to go about a Tanzanite. Look at how clean that is. Of course, we always love clarity on Tanzanites, but it's about seeing, when I say clean, I'm talking about there's a beautiful vibrance where you're watching inside the stone. It's not that point where you're not even noticing the faceting. It's like one of the, I think, top recognizable features here is the faceting, and is how it just brings you this incredible movement to it that you have. And to get that for $10,799, amazing. Also have a bigger Tanzanite in a ring. This is my 11 karat. This would go nicely with the actual pendant. Look at that. Oval with the red flashes coming through. That's my 11 karat plus in the oval in that wider band. I have a huge Mahenge spinel. 2 carats plus actually is the size of this next Mahenge spinel. Look at this one. Hot pinks and reds together. There it is. Cushion cut square. It's a 216 if you'd like to know more about that. Did you just get a yellow diamond band, Zine, over there? Zine, did you get another yellow diamond band? Okay, so I'm just trying to keep track of the last final 2. It looks like we're still down to 2. And then I've got a whole wheel of great jewelry. And one more thing to add, if you are familiar with the Paraibas that came out of the original source in Brazil, we've been lucky enough to have a few little stones here and there. But I think maybe the more exciting part has been the introduction of Paraiba in quartz. So I do want to show that to you. Let me know if you'd like this one. It's verifying right now. Last call on the yellow diamond bands. You can also still get 2, or we can have 2 people get 1 apiece. But let's show you this next wheel. Wow, that is impressive. $10,799. So I've gathered up every single last one of the Paraibas. These are Brazilian Paraibas. They're crystal form within a quartz. I've got 4 of them here to show you. This is everything we have left in this Brazilian tourmaline. It's Brazilian Paraiba, so it is the copper bearing material. Here is the, look at that. I love when you get those distinctive, defined crystals. Here's our pear shape. That's where the crystal is off to one side. The lapidary did that on purpose. And then I also have, actually, let me put the pear shape in front, because I have another really wide band here with the oval. Look at that asymmetry. Notice they're all designer, because we feel like this is such a unique specialty stone that it's hard to find anywhere else. So we've really emphasized designer mountings, doing something a little unexpected and different with the mountings themselves. And if I may just rearrange one more time, because I feel very much like this is a more even symmetrical display. So there's the big one in the back, and they all really have their own distinctive defined crystals within the quartz. And so it's a great way to kind of, it's like, think of it like the rough materials encapsulated in another gem though. It's not encapsulated like, you know, when we see fossils encapsulated in amber. It's different because it's still a gem, right? It's a gem in a gem, and it's a really rare gem at that. And yet it allows you to get bigger crystal sizes than typically the Brazilian stones we see here are 1 or 2 pointers. So they are quite small, and that just doesn't always work for all of us. A lot of us want to get something a little bit heftier and bigger and more of a presence when they're on the hand. So this allows you to do that, and they're all going to be a huge markdown. So if you kind of missed the boat, or maybe you were kind of busy this summer early on when we introduced it and you're ready to now get one of the last ones we have, well, it's a great way to go. I'm going to walk you through some carat weights because they're all going to be 2 carats or more. Actually, my smallest is a 226. They'll go up to nearly 3 carats, and obviously they're all very distinctive, so we want you to pick out your favorite. Be on the lines early so you're sure to get your favorite of the bunch, but let's walk you through. The 2 carat 26 is this one right over here. 226 is in the back center. 32 points in diamonds. Very interesting asymmetrical hammer design on one side, split shank on the other. Some beautiful arced pave work here. Then we've got the next size up. I'll go up in ascending order here. The next size up is the 240. It's going to be right over here with that kind of like an interlocking double split shank there. It kind of locks into place with the double halo. That's the 240, 39 points in diamonds. By the way, that's 18 karat gold. The rest are 14. So there's your higher purity in the gold option. And then we go up to a 265. That'll be your pear shape with the princess cuts. 265 on the pear shape, 37 points in the diamond weight. And then the last is the largest. It's right over here, right side of your screen. That is the 298. So if you want to go big, you go there. They're all big, but the biggest of them all is the oval on the right, 298. And that diamond weight's also quite large. That diamond weight is going to be 67 points. So now we're ready to give you the great price. Hopefully you've gotten established which one you like the best. Maybe you're dialing in early, ready to go. Let's take this all the way down. Which one do you like? And they're all going to be 10% off, so it makes the value even sweeter on this summertime Saturday with all of our sizzling savings and big sale event. We're taking requests too. Take them. We'll take all those requests you have, but this is so rare, and they're gem quality, and they're bigger stones, and that there have been a couple like gem specimens out there before. This is that gem quality material we love. We love to bring you different. Unique and different, really our specialty. But even when you're shopping something as rare as Paraíba out of Brazil, isn't there something about getting the original source? Here's one of the rarest stones the world over. And yet there were only 3 sources ever. They were Brazil first, then Mozambique and Nigeria later. And this is that rarest of the rare, where the Brazilian stones are inside the quartz. So you get these bigger, enormous pieces. I don't have a way to get you a big Brazilian Paraíba. My largest one here is 56 points. And it's tens of thousands of dollars for that 56 pointer. Here's how you get a big presence. Obviously the quartz stones are huge, 2 carats plus 2 to 3, but really they look bigger because they're cabochons. And here's what we have for you, a major value on all 4. And you just have to choose your favorite. Which one do you like? They're not going to be $49.99. They are important. So they definitely started as a higher price tag. This is also a nice little clearance event where you can get your favorite, whatever it is, and not pay $49 or $39 or $29 or even $19.99. We're on a mission here to move the last of the Brazilian Paraíba in quartz, and they are going to be so low. Which one do you like? Left, right, front, back. You can tell me which one that way, or tell me which oval or the pear. That's it, really how distinctive we make it. And they're not 19, 18, $17.99, even $17.77 is really, really good. We're going even lower, and these are collectibles as it gets. So let me know which one you like. Obviously, when we hear which one is your favorite, we'll try it on, give you all those specs again as you need them. Remember, you got VS diamonds and a lot of gold weight to go around them as well. They're all going to be, actually, we don't have to keep them in the white gold except for the 18 karat on the left. That one stays in the white. The rest can all be changed if you want to. So you can go yellow gold on this option, or the pear shape in the front, but they're not going to be $17.77. They are $1,699, and they are going to be gone because $1,529 is what that turns out to be. So a $1,500 price tag in gold. Let's just, again, remind you how big these are. Maybe let's take the smaller of the bunch, which is the pear shape in the front. I'm talking about smaller stature on the ring. Look how big and bold that is alone. So when you think about where the gold would be by itself, on its own, without all the precious material that's set within it, and it's $1,529 to get any one of these rings, that's, again, they get bigger from there. I mean, look at that. That's the 18 karat gold with that almost designer link style. Here's a really bold band. Again, the asymmetry of the wider with the split shank on the sides. Then we've got, this has got a lot of diamond weight. And I love the way it does the opposite sides are like mirror images from each other, so you actually get the bigger diamonds too in the triple split shank as well. Let's go back up close, take a look at all 4 options and see who likes which. And they'll all be $15.29 at checkout and change. So do let me know which one's your favorite. We'll give them 60 seconds. Then we got our cross pendant coming up. And I do have a faceted Paraíba. One that's fascinating to me because it looks like it's 1.5 carats. And it says it's a 56 pointer. I don't know if that's even possible, but I will show it. in a brief couple of minutes here. We've got also, don't forget, we had an orange diamond labeled as a vivid fancy orange earlier. I do want to recap some of the pieces from the first hour before I know not everybody was with us in the first couple minutes. That is kind of what happens when, beginning of a show, everyone kind of arrives later. So what I will do is show you, we have a Diaspore to recap. I do have a big diamond ring that was new as well. We've got a yellow diamond and a white diamond option, and the star ruby that we started early on today. We had a star ruby and a necklace that was just gorgeous. So you decide, but I think my Brazil, are we melting all those? All right, I can melt. We've got everybody here ready to melt. So they've been melting all of some of the Wednesday and Thursday material that got shown but didn't sell. So again, we've got a lot of pieces to melt down today so we can make new and make designer and options for you going forward. But look at how beautiful that is. Okay, so all of our Brazilian quartz, well, that's okay. They stay here with us. That's fine. Let me just do a couple of recaps from hour number one. I especially want to start with this Diaspore because this is that curb link style. This is only $999. And it's a gorgeous cushion cut square in that color changing Diaspore. There's only one source in the world for it, and we're proud to bring you just the best, the really good stones. 1127702 was your item number there. So that will be our 202 with the 27 points in the diamonds. Okay, it's got the curved link. You see the 3 links on the side done up in those beautiful diamonds, all so you can really still appreciate the little bit of edge that a curved link will give you, and then of course some open work to that band. So that's actually $8.99 at checkout. So I'm going to give that 30 seconds here. Just wanted to recap it briefly. We do have our cross pendant coming up. I have a platinum star ruby piece. This is just too good to stay here. We've got one of our best in star rubies we've ever seen, and that'll be happening as well with the chain. So we'll just recap a couple pieces. So if you weren't with us earlier, you get to see what you may have missed, and that is outstanding. Let's take a look at it on the hand very quickly for you as well, so you can see what this looks like. There you go. Look at that sparkle. We spent a lot of time looking at a yellow diamond, and this doesn't look far from a diamond. The quality that's giving, the brilliance of that stone, some greens, champagnes, golden yellows, and then of course it's a purple pink. That is what the color changes to. So you've got a lot to love about that Diaspore in that bigger size at over 2 carats. We're up close again, and take a look at that one more time, and it's going to be yours for $8.99 and change at checkout. So another big value there. Here's my star ruby. We've got about 40 minutes to go. I'm going to need to know what your requests are because I've only got 1 new item to show you. Never mind, 2 actually, to show you before we go. So 2 items, 40 minutes. Well, they're not the yellow diamond band, so they won't take that long. Look at this star. This is the star ruby. That's the 1 carat 30 we had earlier. That's my carat 30 star pendant. Now, of course, this is just deluxe. That's a gorgeous quality for any ruby, even if it were a faceted material without the asterism. Now you get that rare quality of the asterism in the stone. Of course, that's from the little teeny rutile needles that you don't see, ironically. It's a very clean, transparent stone. You can see right through that cabochon, but yet it's still giving the phenomenal aspect of the star. Not all rubies do that. So you've got the carat 30. It is also 54 points in diamonds. We're going to throw in the platinum chain to go with it, just so you have the proper chain to suit it. And that's going to be only $1,399. So $13.99, even with the big marquise cuts as the bail. Remember, you get about $140 off that price, so that'll be only $12.59 and a dime to get that one with the chain, which is that really cool Singapore-style chain. It looks like it's twisted links. It's very cool. Let's show it from a distance away, just in case you didn't see that earlier. And it's also an 18-inch chain and does have a couple of different links, so you can adjust it and make it shorter. Boy, it's some serious sparkle to that chain. Gotta love one of those designer chains there. And $13.99 comes down to $12.59 and a dime at checkout. So another one that I just want to recap in case you missed it a little earlier. That's what it looks like from a distance. Here's what it looks like on the neckline before we go. So that's our star ruby. Gosh, a carat 30 star ruby. If you need faceted rubies, this month's first stone, we also have a couple of those to share. Had a few last night that hung around with us. So we've got carat 20s in rubies that are faceted as well. So just wanted you to see the size of that pendant here very quickly before we move along and get to our cross pendant, the big diamonds in the cross pendant, something that is just remarkable. Really is. Look at that though. That is stunning. Okay, so that'll be $12.59. We need a cross. We've got a beautiful couple of crosses here with small diamonds, but we went all jumbo here. Big time size, Amazing individual stones, and I don't think this one's going to sit on its own. So let me give you a profile view while I zoom that camera back, and then we'll show you how big can we go on diamonds. Well, we already talked a lot about bigger 22-point stones in yellows. Now we're going to get into a larger diamond in the white diamonds here. Round brilliance, 6 of them together. I wish I had the white gold to show you. My preference is seeing it in white gold. As anytime, we talk about this a lot. Sometimes when you put a white diamond that's really good into yellow gold, it can kind of, especially when they're bezels like this, it can tend to absorb a bit of the yellow gold color. So my recommendation, if you really want to show off the quality of diamonds you're getting, is to go with the white gold. But again, yellow gold's amazing as well. Here's what we've got for you. It's item number 112, 4692. Not going to be here long. We've only got a couple to go around because 6 stones, 205 overall, but that means that each stone is 34 points at least. That's impressive. That's over a third of a carat. That's bigger than a diamond average in an engagement ring across the country we live in. Most people wearing on average quarter-carat diamond as their engagement ring center stone. These are 34 points each. You get 6 of them. It's in this beautiful setting where little gold, no, we don't know how to do that. We do big, chunky, beautiful baskets of gold, not to mention this is a dual setting. It's bezel and prong, so those diamonds ain't going nowhere, okay? They've got the bezel and the prong, so that's a double setting that keeps them secure. Let's show it from a distance on the hand. And then a big bail, nice and large for even your diamonds by the yard. Now that's what I love. I was tempted to wear this. I don't have a chain to wear it with. I was going to borrow the chain from a designer piece, but that's already sold. So now I'm just going to hold it up. But let's first get you the length and the look here. From a distance away, you see that with the bail, it's 1.25 inches, top to bottom. I really can't say enough about the white gold. I think that's what you're advised to do if you really want to show off the quality of the diamonds. Here's what it looks like from a distance away on the neckline. That is not going to be missed. You will notice it. Everybody will notice it. You feel so elegant. There's almost a regalness that you feel when you're wearing high-end diamonds, that because of the bezels too, we know there's a rule about bezels, and not only are they well set and very securely set, but it's also a way to set a diamond and make it look bigger. So if you're starting with 34s, there honestly is a look here. This may sound crazy, but it really is true. This looks like you have 1 carat stacked. 1 carat, 1 carat, 1 carat, 1 carat going vertically, and like you've got 2 other 1 carats, it looks like you're wearing 6 carats in diamonds. And I can prove that to you by telling you about the diameter of the stone when it's set in that basket, so that you know you're actually, because we all know what a 1 carat diameter gives. So let me do that really quickly here. I'm going to get my millimeter gauge out. I'll try to do this right here in front of you here on the hand shot so you can see what I'm doing, because if you look at the actual diameter here, okay, so see, I can basically hold it here. This is the diameter across one of those diamonds. Well, that is 5.5 millimeters. Okay, so a 6 millimeter is a 1 carat. When each of these is basically 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, that's why they're looking like 1 carat stones. The proof is there. So that's why you get a 6 carat look, but you're getting a 2 carat 05 size. And you're getting a price tag that's $79.99. Well, that's going forward. Let me give you a price tag that's our last call at this better value. Can't say enough about it. If you want the ultimate cross pendant, this is the way to do it. This is the way to get it. And again, white, yellow, or rose. We're offering rose gold as well. So you have all 3 options of gold colors. Here again, close up so we can now recognize the brilliance. And I do want to show you the inside because that is so well set. That is, I don't even mind seeing it that way. It's almost like we've got polka dot diamonds here. If you wear this with that beautiful, beautiful finishing, solid mirror finishing, yes, highly polished, so you know that's going to be comfortable, but it's also beautiful. And then you've got this look, which, yep, the only thing better than that look is this look, seeing the intensity of those VS diamonds, sparkling their way to the most beautiful, classic, but definitely large and pronounced, and nobody's missing that pendant on your neckline, and we're gonna make it so affordable to the point of, well, it's hard to beat at $79.99, but I will do it. And it's not $4,000 and it's not $39.99. And this is going to be a huge 10% off opportunity. You have white, yellow, or rose. We're going to say goodbye. I have 3 left. There are 3 I can do. Well, I haven't even set them all yet because I don't know if you're going to want white, yellow, or rose. I have the capability of making 3. So that means we've got a total of, you guys know what's up here. This is not going to last. 3 pieces I can make. This one's in yellow. I wish there was a white. I'm going to guess that maybe that was not available, already made up. So we're going to make it in white or rose if you'd like. 18 diamonds I have to work with. That's why I've got 3 pendants available that I can offer. This is not even $39.99. I know one's already gone. So 2 left already. This is not going to last. It is the one to, again, start wearing every day. Maybe you upgrade the cross you already wear and love. Maybe you've just been waiting for the perfect piece. I don't know if it gets any more perfect than this if you're a diamond lover, and it's not going to be $35 or $34.99. It is down to $2,999, but you get $300 extra off. So it will be $26.99. You don't buy big 30, these are not quarter carats, they're not 33 pointers. That would be a quarter or a third. This actually up and over that magic size of a third a carat to get you 34 points at least. That's a minimum. So that'll be $26.99. One is gone, 2 are left. It looks like we have the second one verifying right now as we speak. It looks like we may have just one remaining. That is the cross pendant to own. And for $26.99, it's all yours. And that's last call. One left. That's it. We're there. One remaining. Diaspore is still here if you want that 202 Diaspore, or if you want the 205 cross, one left, or the big carat 30 star ruby. We've got that as well. And then last call. What can we show you? We have 30 minutes exactly. Saturday's coming to an end. We're back with you tomorrow after tomorrow morning. We don't see you till Wednesday night. Keep that in mind. We have shows on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, 5 to 8 Pacific, and Saturday and Sunday during the day, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. That's what we've got. 15 hours among 5 shows per week. So no Monday, Tuesday shows. You've got the weekend here to shop. And I do still have 2 yellow diamond bands, so I guess I don't know if I'm going to be able to recap that or not. And look at that. I'm even creating a shadow. Oh, look at that. If I hold it with the other hand there, I don't have a shadow over it. Look at those diamonds. As VS stunning as possible. All right, and I recommend the white gold on that one. Even if you're a yellow gold gal, I am too. But when it comes to diamonds and showing off the quality, I say you may want to go with the white gold there. All right, next up, let me show this merengue. This is a beauty. Just to give you another look at it. It's a 2 carat plus. It's brand new right now. 216, one of the bigger size merengues we've ever had. And it's going to be item number 8956. Let me know if you have any questions or any recaps that we can do from the show so far. We will help you. If you need a white yellow diamond band, please let me know, because we're in last call there as well. And then we've got the 11 carat 30 Tanzanite still coming out to play. And then anything else you want to see. Well, that's what's important. Let me know so we can help you out, find what you need. Those Brazilian Paraíbas are here. Yes, yes. We had the men's ring last night. There was a blue purple sapphire unheated that was a good size stone, and it was only $18.88 last night. So if anybody's looking for a men's ring, that's a good way to go. This one is going to be just easy. You know, it's supposed to be $25,000. I can't do that today. We got sales. We've got a big discount on everything. 216, 18 karat gold, 55 point diamond weight. If you want the big merengue, $13,000 is my lowest price I can do on the sale event. Look at how it sits up, and I do want to show you. It's got diamonds in the basket. Yes, diamonds pave. You don't see this very often. Where they're pave on the underside, it means that's something you see when you're wearing the ring. You see that profile of the ring, as I'll show you now. It's really a luxury look when you can do that and then get diamonds through the profile like that. It is so much fun to stack too. Maybe you want to put, I mean, I could even put a yellow diamond band next to it. I may do just that so that we can see what's going on. Let me put it up close for you just so we can admire the merengue. First of all, don't see many of those, but that's going to be actually under $12,999. I got to go even lower. If we're going to move some jewelry for the last 27 minutes, we got to really start crashing these prices on this brand new. Let's make it only, you know what I'm going to do? Let's make it $64.99. It's half. It's half. And then you get $650 off. So $650 off takes it down below $6,000, quite a ways, as a matter of fact. For the 216, and I know we had a big one the other day. This is what motivated me to bring another one. We had a large merengue the other day. It was about a carat 50, and it was the same price. And it sold very quickly, and there were a few of you that missed out because you saw the value. Well, the value just got better because here's a bigger example of the merengue, but at a price that is the same price we saw on a smaller stone. So that's impressive when you've got $64.99. Let's see what else we can do here. And let me just show you how that ring, when you have an elevated basket like this is, I just got the yellow diamond here, so I wanted to show you how you can actually pair it up if you want to. That's kind of the fun of this, and I wish these were a little bit bigger size, but so you can see how you can pair them up together and kind of mix and match. And usually if these were a little bit different in size, they would sit together, but you can see there how they can pair up. So I was pointing out earlier how the yellow diamond band looks so good with other things because it stacks so well, and it's a color that works with other colors also. So you can really have some fun with that. Play with those yellow diamond bands. We still have 2 remaining. If you would like to get one of our last ones, and we did have a yellow diamond earlier in a marquise cut. We had our start of the show with a sky blue topaz that looked like an aquamarine. That's still here. And anybody else who needs any diaspores, let me know. We got some other diaspores to show you. I think the best value of what hasn't sold yet is probably my Alexandrite from earlier, the GIA certified Alexandrite. This is the carat 20 Alexandrite. Comes with a full cert. Tells you everything there is to know about your stone, shows you the color change. It was item number 1119617, and that is one of the brightest shining colors of Alexandrite. And you can already see a little fleck of purple coming through. It's beautiful, isn't it? Well, it's a carat 18 in diamonds, and it's a big value, and we've got it down below $7,999 today. It is one only. It's got to go. This is last call on our show. We have 25 minutes to go. And I'm still awaiting a request. Don't tell me I've shown you absolutely everything you need to see today, because I know that yellow diamond deal was massive, but there still might be something that you're thinking about or looking for that we can bring out before we run out of time today, and then we see you tomorrow morning back to do it again, but with other surprises, Sunday-worthy steals, amazing deals. This is not even $29.99. How about that for a steal? Stealing color change chrysoberyl, known as Alexandrite. And not Alexandrite. I don't know why people say that. It bugs the heck out of me. There is no E in there besides the first one, but it's not Alexandrite. Alexandrite. Save yourself a syllable. Alexandrite. Alexandrite. I think it's confusing because it's named for Tsar Alexander. Where it was discovered, Russia, the Russian Tsar at the time, he said, name it after me. Not narcissistic at all, but we've kept the name for these many years, and Alexandrite is the name of the stone. Yes. Yeah, I can. I am fully capable of spinning jewelry, because somebody teases me that is my job. I just spin jewelry on a wheel. I pick it up and put it down and spin it around. Yeah, It is pretty much, yeah. A glorified jewelry spinner. Look at that. That's some clarity there. On that stone, wow, let's just take a look at that stone from behind. Wowza. So do we need to see the cert one more time? Might as well. Let's show you that GIA cert. Take a look. There's your color change. Here's the seal from GIA, of course, your hologram. The photograph of the color change is the actual stone, how it was photographed under both lights. Carat 20, measurements, da-da-da, la-la-la. You've got all this cert. It's really good. Yeah. You're going to take this? Yeah, are you taking it already? Do you know it's a lesser price than that? It's not even $29.99. I did have it earlier, and it's $27.77. So it's actually even less, and you get 10% off that, so it's going to be even better, to the tune of $24.99. So I think now, Joanne and Zine, you guys seem to be fighting over this one. Do we know who's got it? Okay, so just making sure we don't oversell it. Zine, are you getting this one for sure, or can we give it to her? All right, so we've got 2 people pretty serious about this one, and it's whoever says sold first. I just don't know, because you guys are way back there and I'm up here. So let me know who'd like it, but $24.99, and you get the cert. The GIA cert is done, and it's under $2,500 after your discount. Big value there. Zine, do you have this one or no? No? You said yes, but me no? Okay. And you don't even have to leave it in the yellow gold. There's the other thing. We can switch it to the white gold if you'd rather. How are we done on the cross pendant? Still have a cross pendant left? Okay. Still have one cross pendant left with the 2 carat 05 Total weight, still have 2 yellow diamond bands. Don't make me recap that. Because then what happens is if I recap it, and we have people who didn't see it earlier, because naturally somebody joined us in the last 38 minutes and did not see this ring, and then we kind of open the floodgates, and once again, then I have to turn people away. That is the diamond band. Oh, you do want to see it? Okay. Well, we have somebody asking for the diamond band. This one should be gone, but at the moment it's seen. I'm sorry, are you taking this one or not? But you are. Okay, well, okay. Well, someone brand new took it. All right, well, congratulations. That Alexandrite is gone. And then here we go. I will show it. And I'm stacking them up because the second one that you see there is actually a more level setting. So you see what the colors actually look like. In the second one here, it's item number 11289121. So if somebody did just tune in, said, wait a minute, did I miss it? Well, technically not yet. We have 2 remaining right now. So that's probably one caller who's going to get both in stack. It is the carat 10 minimum yellow diamond 5-stone band with the cushion cut VS stones. These are all like center stones, but they go across the band entirely, and it is just luxury. Luxury at $11.11. So luxury that you're paying $9.99, because you can even go backwards. We take the price tag that's on the screen. We give you a better deal when you say yes, and you get it here for $9.99.90. And it is here, well, we have 2 left, so I'm only going to show you those 2, but it looks gorgeous on. I have it here. So you're going to see this one on the hand. It is so lovely, and it is such a wearable, stackable, anywhere, anybody can wear it. I don't know, it does not matter what your age is or where you live or what you do for a living or if you're retired or if you're just getting started or whatever it is. This is a piece that just reads all out quality, sophistication, and glamour, but while still being a casual wearable style, and it's only $9.99, and so I better give that 30 seconds because I don't think it's going to last that much longer given that we were on it for a while earlier and we still have 2 left. So naturally, with a few of you missing out on the original opportunity, wanted to bring that one more time just to say, here it is. Yes, you haven't missed the boat yet, but with 2 left, it's probably not going to last the next 19 and a half minutes of the show. So that's one I would highly, highly recommend. Also, our Alexandrite is spoken for. Thank you. I did want to bring out, there is a fancy orange diamond. We've got our savverite here. Did want to show you that we did, I guess we still have that big pear-shaped diamond ring, I suppose. I'm not sure, that was requested. We recapped it from last evening, but I guess it's still here. So that's 11174. That would be the way to go with 2 carats 01 in white diamonds in a pear-shaped style. And that's going to be here for only $19.99. So just a reminder of that one. Let's show the Tanzanite. 11 carats 30. Brand new today. Let's show it. Those are still here. Okay, 2 bands left. I think I'll be announcing that's going to be sold out shortly here. Look at this. Oh, yes. Hold on. There's one little water spot on it. So let's see if we can polish that up to perfection for you. It'll be 8163. Brand new right now. 11 carats 30 in an oval. Yes. 1130. In the oval stone, it is museum reserve, and look at this, like a wide band dome style, but it's got polka dots of diamonds on the sides and bigger stones, 50 points total. Love the way they're separated, but it all is it's very even. It's very symmetrical. They're done in the same kind of staggered way where you see they're really evenly spaced around the sides, so you're always going to get a glimpse of those bigger diamonds set within the band. And it is 1130. It is 1130. No, it's really 1242, but it's 11 karat 30 as far as the carat weight is gone. And then let's show you the inside, because this one, as any bigger band like this should be, it is fully finished. On the inside, great under gallery within it, and that will be our TVON exclusivo, because it is that blue wing block D best of the best that's ever been mined. Think of all the decades. Tanzanite's been coming out. It's a young gem. It's a generational gem, but it still had decades and decades of mining going on. And now's the moment we get to make it really affordable for you as we say goodbye to our best of the museum reserves that are here. And this one will be so affordable. Let me try it on though, because this is a new mounting for us. It's obviously very large. It's like kind of a signet ring styling, but with a gem, which a lot of you asked me for is, can we do big and bold and still bring the gem presence? Well, there it is for you there on the hand. And again, that just glides right on the hand. Easy to wear if you want to do, like, let's say something for the middle finger. I think I can probably put that on the middle finger for you there. barely, but there it is. And that's going to be a great look. So it just, again, you see the depth of the width of the band is really completely covered by the stone's length, and 50 points in diamonds. And that's what it looks like from all the different directions there. And it's got to go, and it will, because we're going to take this, another $12,999 piece that's going significantly less than that right now. Let me just clean up my fingerprints off that one, and then we'll show it to you here. And that one will be gone because we're going to go a lot lower than even $99.99. 10% off is going to amount to a lot of extra savings here as well. Why not take the 10% off on anything and everything you want while it's here? Obviously, not a lot of time to showcase that 10% off value. So this is when you want to take advantage of anything on your wish list or anything you've seen here today as well, so we can make it yours. But and don't forget to call in the cross pendant, because I think we still have one left on that one too. So that's important as well. But this is not $99 or $89. Or $79 or $69.99. We're taking it all the way on down. And for a museum reserve, can easily go right out to a museum, or better yet, I find there's a great pleasure in bringing stones to the population of the U.S. and beyond, where you don't have to be someone who's got to travel the world to go to a museum exhibit and just glance at it for a few seconds, but to own it, to wear the best that's ever been mined like this is a privilege that should not go. I think it's underappreciated that we bring stones like this and we make them affordable. It's one thing to say, okay, let's only make it affordable to those who have great wealth, but to make stones more affordable than even the regular stones go for in the regular parts of the world, that is exceptional. And it won't be $69.99. It is down to $5,999. Please feel free to take an extra $600 off that price tag, which makes it only $53.99. And with that comes a per carat price of about $470 a carat. So I think with all the extra gold, the diamonds that are larger as well, that makes an impact. It's important. It's down to $53.99. That is not something that can be ignored when you have a beautiful look like that is. And of course, that incredible value on something brand new, a style we have not seen. Very rarely do dome styles get this large in size. This one has, this one does, and yet in white gold, actually this one's going to stay in the white gold for you, and looks like a one of a kind that will be gone in a hurry. Any other questions or requests before the day is over? We have 14 minutes left in the broadcast. We do see you tomorrow in the morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That is noon Central. That is 1 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully we'll be all ready to shop up tomorrow as well, because we got some very big surprises. I've got something special in diamonds tomorrow too, but you'll have to tune in to see it because I don't have it out here yet. So can't give you a preview quite yet, but it is well worth, I think, a Sunday spent together tomorrow to see that unveiled and to see what that's all about. Let's see who's got this one at $53.99. That's one and done. When it's gone, it's gone. And then let me see if I have anything else brand new I can bring out that I can just really just blow out in price. I think we can do it here. We've got a great looking tourmaline. Oh, isn't this pretty? We had some beautiful savverite earlier, but this is a green tourmaline that looks like a savverite. Look at that. That's a bright green. Look at that floral type leafy pattern on the sides there. Some satin finishing. We'll show that coming up. And any questions, requests, let's get them in. We got still some airtime to work with here. If you need one of our yellow diamond bands or our cross pendant, this is a good time to dial in, because obviously as the day goes on, when the show wraps up, we say goodbye to a lot of these items. So anything that's here right now doesn't mean it's going to be here at the end of our day. That's kind of critical to remember. Just because it's here now, we get very busy at the end of the day with a lot of questions about what we've seen from the show. So it's not a time to wait. Also, this golden pearl has onyx and diamonds. Are we even, look at this. This is like Art Deco perfection. Look at that. Onyx, golden pearl, and white diamonds together. Hand-carved onyx. 1127831 is your number. This is a golden pearl, which is why it's well suited in the yellow gold. Looks great, doesn't it? This will be our bigger stone here. It's actually a 10.5 millimeter pearl that, of course, is natural in its color. It's going to be a true hexagon shape. It's going to sit evenly when it's on the hand. Let me show that to you. It's just leaning a bit right now. That's our 10.5 millimeter golden pearl with a 219 carat weight of onyx. Freeform cuts there, well, they're really fancy cuts is what I would call them. There's nothing freeform about it. Freeform implies like it's random and it's just, you know, kind of like oblong. This is really two pieces of onyx matched up. 219 total weight, 13 points in diamonds on the sides. There's a little split to the shank as it leads up to the diamonds on the east and west. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And this will be, oh, look at that. Tell me that isn't the most striking ring. Striking. I can only see, like, I'm imagining right now this ring on one hand and the yellow diamond band that we had earlier on the other, or maybe on this finger, and separate them, but they would coordinate together so beautifully. Yellow gold only. This will be a major reduction. It's got to be. It's designer. These are those chic designer pieces that you normally see go for a fortune out in retail because they're different, because they're eye-catching, because they're unique and not easy. Onyx may not be a super, super, super incredibly pricey stone, but it's also, this is all hand carved to match in these great shapes that feel like a great chevron style around your pearl. This will be $39.99 normally. Let's take it a lot lower than that right now. Call me quickly. And yellow diamond bands are in last call. So is everything from the show. A lot of pieces going out right now, including that Tanzanite is verifying, but let's get this one at home. Stays in the yellow gold, yes. I don't think there's a better match to that pearl than the yellow gold, so I think that's done right. And let's make it $1,999. You know what? End of the show, we have 10 minutes. 10 and a half. So let's do this. I'll go even lower than $1,500. We need to move some jewelry, yes? Yeah, absolutely. We got to go. We got to get a few more pieces out the door before we see you tomorrow morning, yes. Chintz ring I mentioned, I will gladly show that again. That was from last night. We'll do it. And then we've got this one going out at $1,399. Your extra, 10% off. And then we'll show the gents ring unheated, purple blue sapphire. And it's over 1 carat and a third, so we'll bring that out next for you. Great request. Finished on the inside, we'll show it. This is $13.99. Final call. That is amazing. Let's go one more time on the hand with this one because it is so remarkable. We just never, we've got our fair share of golden pearls, but we never see them set like this. Even the basket work is so elegantly done. The inside, you see the seat behind the pearl that's helping to set that stone securely in place with this great border. It's a border. It's really a frame around that piece. It feels like, again, it's just Art Deco. It's really just that beautiful Art Deco look, and tell me, that really just will stop everybody in their tracks. It's jewelry couture. It's different. It's designer. Not everything has to be so cookie cutter and so basic. We don't always have to follow. I know we live in a society where it's all about followers. It's all about following everybody else. I think it's fun to stand out, do something different, change it up, switch it up. It's amazing how much fun you can have with jewelry by owning still really, again, quality is always there, but to have these different designer styles like this, that's what it's about. All right, so let's move on. We've got the men's ring re-requested again, so let's see it. We showed it briefly last night. It was actually by request. It managed to stick around. It is my sapphire. That is 1127831. It is rather 0964. That was the last one. This is this one. And it's going to be our unheated purple blue, and I think you're really seeing it. It's very much like a Tanzanite blue wing because of the purple and the blue together. There's a little bit of this really intense kind of flash of purple, and you're seeing it right there. So it just reads like almost a red flash too. It's 1 carat 34, 29 points in diamonds, finished on the inside, very, very high-end undergallery. There's a lot of extra gold in that undergallery, and we'll change the gold color. So yellow gold would be very rich with it. I would love to see that in yellow gold. That is something we'll do for you for free if you'd rather. But rose gold's fine too, or leave it in the white gold, but it's a rare sapphire, all unheated. It's under $3,000, which rarely happens to a gents ring, and we'll make it even better. Not even 29 or 25, and this is also 10% extra off. This is the moment to take advantage of all these big discounts and all the incredible values we've had today, including the yellow diamond band. Yes, 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 please do. Take advantage of that as well. Last two are still here, so that just means hopefully everybody got one. I'm glad that we still have one if you need to get one or if you're thinking about it, considering it. But here's what we'll do instead, $24.99 or even $19.99. Very few gents rings get that affordable, but I'm making this one easy right now. It is only going to be $18.88. That comes down to $16.99 at checkout. Very important style there. I'm going to show you, we'll recap a diamond ring from earlier as well. Looking forward to that. We had a lovely yellow, or rather white diamond ring I'll show you. That's coming up. This one's $18.88, but not for long. And let's try it on for you as well, so you can see what this looks like on the hand. It is a still a size that, because it's more of a mid-sized gents ring, I think that gals can wear it as well. I always think that, if you like a lot of gold weight, you can obviously wear that too. So anybody who wants to wear it can, but jewelry, there's no rules really. That's one of the things I love so much about it. Rules on even the rules of pricing go out the window when you're shopping with me here, because obviously breaking all of those, really doing some outstanding deals here with 7 minutes left to go in our Saturday show. This is now down to $16.99. That's what it looks like from a distance. Here's your side profile view. And then don't forget about that really ornate finishing in the under gallery. So it's going to be comfortable despite all that heavy gold weight you have. And there is that, it's a perfect blend of purple blue. It's not like it's lavender, it's not a pastel. That's not what we mean by purple. It is truly, think the intensity of a blue wing block D. Yes, Zine, go ahead. I just have it here. I was going to recap it anyways. Let's show it. Are you talking about the Curb Link 999 one? You got it. Here's that Diaspore one more time. 1127702. This is the Turkish color change Diaspore with all those gorgeous, I'm seeing turquoises, blues, yellows, greens, some champagnes, and of course it's going to go to a mauve pinky purple when it changes color fully. 7702 is the 202, 27 points in the Curb Link, 3 links either side, solid yellow gold is how it stays. That will be $8.99 at checkout only on that Diaspore, and I've got one, so if you've got it, let me know, and we can go back to that gents ring for another look. This will be $8.99 and 10 cents at checkout for you instead of the $9.99 price, which is very fair on its own. I don't think that'd be a problem to get that out $9.99, extra $100 extra off today. Take a look at it there on the hand one more time so you can see it. Really, it feels like the band is very much in step with the stone, meaning the stone is not that much more of a longer size than the band itself. So you get that very direct across the way kind of feel. It almost looks like a round because it's a square cushion. So it's got just a subtle corner to it. So it does read more or less like a round. Zine, do you have this one? Not yet. That one's still, I don't know how or why, but that one is still here. So one more look at it up close is what we need. I don't know, someone's gonna have to explain to me why that's still here. There must be a reason and I'm not seeing it. Sometimes I can figure that out. This one I am really struggling to figure out how that is still here. It's a one of a kind. That is the stone you get. I don't have another that looks like it. It's a specific cut. It's a rare cut. It's got all the gorgeous, dazzling colors you want inside. That really is showing. Some don't do that. Some are just more like bronzy brown. Some are more yellowy. This one's got a lot of those greens and, like I said, some aqua tones as well. We're just thrilled we have it for you. Hey there. So this is, oh good, I'm so glad. Well, thank you, Mary Jo. Glenn, I'm glad you're loving your cross ring. And did you see, Mary Jo, did you see the cross pendant? Do you want this one? All right, that one is sold. Hey, Mary Jo, I hope you saw the cross pendant we had. It would match your ring beautifully. She's been raving about her cross ring. Jason, what'd you just pick up? Oh, okay. Oh, you mean like the shooting star ones with the chain? Oh, okay. Those were actually, I think, on Thursday, but yeah. Very good. Thank you so much. All right, so those are still going out, something from earlier in the week. Oh, that is wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Mary Jo, I'm glad you love your cross ring with the big diamonds. She says, our diamonds, everyone says they're the prettiest, shiniest diamonds they've ever seen. Oh, I love that. They are, yeah. I think Zine just got it, actually. I think he's getting it after all. Right, Zine? You got the Diaspore? Okay. So Diaspore, sorry, just missed it. Okay, so that's going to be it. That's our men's ring with our purple blue. I am going to recap. I guess I'll recap the cross pendant because, hey, Mary Jo, I don't know if you're watching, but she's complimenting her cross ring. This was the big quarter carats. Well, we have the matching pendant. So yeah, this is the cross that goes with that ring. If you have that big quarter carat cross ring that's been so popular, this is the pendant that goes with it. And so, yeah, if you love a matching set or just want the pendant, which is how we traditionally wear our crosses typically, that's going to be the big, big, big 205, 6 stones, 34 points each or more, and that is only $26.99 after your discount. So it's $29.99, but with your $300 off, $26.99 at checkout for that cross pendant. I still cannot get over the cross pendant. And to get 34 pointers, we've seen big diamonds all throughout the day, but nothing quite like 34 pointers in round brilliance, in that dazzling double setting, yet it's still in a wearable style. Like there's nothing over the top about the overall size of the cross. Like you can wear it easily. It was item number 1124692. It is an inch plus. So you've got an inch on the cross itself, quarter of an inch in the bale, yes, quarter of an inch, sounded weird, quarter of an inch in the bale, so 1.25 inches overall, and that is a beautiful, beautiful piece. I know we're down to one though. We had 3 to start, down to just 1 remaining on that gorgeous cross pendant. I'll show it one more time on the neckline as well, so you can see it there one last time. Just gives you a better, more true to life perspective of what that's going to look like, whether you're wearing it 16, 17, 18 inches in length or lower. Honestly, it's so big, it works anywhere on the neckline at all. So that's going to be $26.99. Only one left. That's it. I wouldn't wait till tomorrow on anything you've seen today, because we're here busy after the show ends. It's still daytime, so people are still up and about and calling and getting those pieces they don't want to miss out on. So I would recommend doing that. Don't wait till tomorrow. We have a great show tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of brand new tomorrow. A very special diamond opportunity for you tomorrow as well. 10 a.m. is when we get started. That's noon Central Time, and that's 1 p.m. Eastern. So I hope we will all rendezvous for more shopping for our Sunday afternoon. Let's go back to that sapphire men's ring and see who's got that one. It'll be $16.99. Oh, and one more thing. I wanted to show you this white diamond piece we had earlier, because this one's got to go. Here's the white diamond, 1128840. That's the white diamond piece we saw brand new today. Platinum, 81 points among the 4 big round brilliants in the center. And then you've got these heart-shaped cutouts with round brilliants around that in pave. That's going to be 22 points in addition to the 81. So a carat 03 overall. And that is down to $14.99, $13.49 at checkout. So that'll do it for our show. Feel free to call and ask about yellow diamond bands, big white diamond cross pendant, the men's ring that we just had at the sapphire that's unheated, anything at all. We are here for a few minutes after we go off the air. We're going off the air in about 30 seconds. We are going to be back in the morning, as I mentioned. Be sure and join us start to finish, 10 to 1 Pacific time. We have an incredible show planned for you tomorrow. I hope we'll see you all then. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Give us a call. That phone number, our phone lines stay open here for the next couple of minutes to take advantage of anything you saw today. We will help you, and best yet, you get 10% off for our sizzling summer sales event. Thank you so much, everybody, from all of us here at TVON. I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning at 10.